Welcome to the ADLR Podcast, episode 119. No, why is it's always some shit. This week we got predictions for the Game Awards 2020. Brian listened to some things. Kelsey finally finished Mass Effect 2, and Randall was just watching random things, it looks like, you know? Say again, Brian?
The bottom of the intro is like purple.
Yeah, I know why.
Is it the way you color coded or whatever?
Yeah, I had to re-encode what he gave me because it was... I don't know if you guys remember, there's some episodes where I tried to run the intro and it just starts chugging because Randall is literally the guy who wants the highest quality. So the bit rate was at a level where, like, why did he give me this? So I'm like, I re-encoded it to a smaller bit rate.
I can hear him.
Hello?
Yeah.
He sounds good. You can hear him? Cool. We already started, but I mean...
Yeah, I know. I hate it too because I feel like I smell like smoke the whole time.
Somebody blow a cigarette on you?
All right. So, as always, this is the ADLR Podcast, episode 119. Randall said something slick that I didn't hear him, but that's good because his life depended on it. So he's joined by Brian here in-house. Okay. And Randall, I need you to say something.
Something.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And we got Kelsey joining in. Looks like he's hectically handling a lot of things. You want to watch out with your knees, bro.
What's up, guys? How you guys doing? I am in the middle of cooking dinner. It should be done here in about 5 minutes, but I'll just run off and grab it.
What did
Gotcha.
you make and flex on us? What did you make?
Yeah, what did you make?
Some box lasagna from Stouffer's.
Lit. That's some cheesy shit, too.
I get the meat lovers. It's so good.
Oh, okay.
Don't you eat that, Randall?
The meat lovers? You love meat.
lovers?
No,
No, what happened?
can't say that I do.
Oh,
I thought you liked Beyond Meat.
It's not meat though.
That's Beyond Meat.
It's meat.
That's-
It's not meat. That was
It's-
the point.
But it's meat, but it's not meat. Why are you looking at Brian for the confirmation? He's with me. Look, he's
It's
vibing.
not meat. It's a meat replacement.
It's Beyond Meat. So, Randall, if you're on a meter, right, and there's 0 not meat, and then 1 is meat, if you keep going in that direction beyond meat, it's still meat.
well,
Whatever, dude. I'm just trying to help you out. You always want meat in your mouth.
I thought this was for
Dude,
the
me
kids,
too.
man.
Don't feel bad, Randall. I always want meat in my mouth too.
You say this is for the kids, Randall? No,
share that with you.
the Extra Life was for the kids. This is for the teenagers now. We're not doing clean stream anymore unless it's like Extra Life.
that wasn't clean either.
I'm not saying it was. That's when
Oh.
I attempt to do clean, but it doesn't work out 20 minutes in. And or Sekiro segment. Anywho. Oh, God, today's been a day. I didn't really watch or fucking do it, anything to review, so I just put the Game Awards predictions. So it was like I was saved by the bell, if you will.
When is that? When are the
Yeah, I
Game
don't know.
Awards?
The day Cyberpunk comes out. I'm like, though Cyberpunk couldn't have pushed the date to a. Jeff Keighley was probably like, yay, I get to play, everyone else gets to play Cyberpunk, but damn, they're going to be playing Cyberpunk instead of watching this award show. But I think it is December 10th, if I'm not mistaken.
It's on a Thursday, right?
Friday, no.
December 10th is Thursday.
Oh my God, then yes, Thursday. That's odd. I don't know why that's weird to me. Then maybe I'm lying. When is the Game Awards? I'm sorry. 2020 date. No, December 10th. It
Oh.
is 7 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, well,
That's what I'm streaming on that Thursday then. Easy.
Are we all gonna be in like the same Discord, or what are we doing?
I mean, it's up to you guys if you want to join. I'll be on Discord, and you guys can,
Because then I could just not acknowledge you right after, the day after.
What?
Because Cyberpunk's gonna be out, so you guys don't exist to me.
You could play it that day.
No. Because it starts at 7. I'm probably gonna be home around that time.
Oh.
And then they always take 7 hours to show me. Then they show the stupid fucking Fast and the Furious stuff, wasting my time. I just want to know who won. Why did Hades win so many? Like, at least explain why the game's so good. Tell me it's on sale so that I can pitch it to other people, and then we can move on to their day. But it's gonna be like, hey, look at this game that no one asked for.
But what about the world premieres? Everyone's there to hear world premiere 73 times, even though that's not a world premiere.
It's too early for Bug Snacks too. So what are they gonna announce?
Knack 4.
I'm not playing that.
Wait, we still need to do. Is there 3?
Yeah, well, they're gonna do 4, and then the prequel's gonna be 3.
Got it. Oh my god. So yeah, December 10th, we're just gonna predict who wins each game awards. And judging by the joysticks awards that happened today, I'm like, okay, I was not expecting that. But
Last of Us won too many things.
yeah, Last of Us won a lot of things, and I'm like, I hope that's not the same thing for Game Awards, because as much as
Cyberpunk's getting Game of the Year, right? Since it's going to be out soon enough for the
for Randall's
awards.
list, yeah, Randall said, yo, even if it's 2 minutes that I play, he's gonna put it on that list. So it's gonna be on Randall's list. It won't be on mine. That's an open world game that's I'm not gonna be able to get my teeth into it in 5 days, and it's not gonna happen for me.
You can or you won't?
Both.
Or you won't?
Both. Anyway, because I'm playing Valhalla, so and I want to take my time. Not take my time. I don't want to rush through it. I don't want to get Cyberpunk and just play as much as I can just so I can get it on my list, Like, I want to be as perverted as possible, wait till multiplayer gets out, and then I can invade Randall's world and just chase after him completely naked with my cyber dick and guns out.
It's your world.
It's you. I'm invading, not him. It's you, Randall. Hope you like your Night City. Because I'm going to knock your lights out with this big old cybercock, Randall. I'm kidding. I'm going to put the smallest possible. You ever been pegged?
every day.
Is that
All
a yeah,
day.
Randall?
Brenda didn't say no. It's cold out there, Fiona.
It's cold out there, Fiona.
All right, my lasagna's done. I will be back in just a moment.
No problem. You're probably going to kick us off anyway, so we're going to buy time. All right, you left while I was talking. That's cool.
Yo, he looks like a bum, huh?
Yeah. I want to see what he picked. I didn't get to see his Mass Effect 2 playthrough, so I want to see how his the final mission ended up for him.
You see, I watched, but I won't spoil it.
Gotcha. Okay, that's good. Damn, that Marvel vs. Capcom. Well, if you guys are watching this or listening to, if you just listen to this, it's too late. But yesterday we watched a Twitch Rivals tournament for Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Bro, that was nostalgic to watch, especially watching some of the players play. I mean, it was missing some of the big dudes like Randall's favorite competitor, Chris G. But
Chris G.
yeah, dude.
I didn't see him fight.
Because he wasn't
I
there.
thought it was
That's what I
Chris
said.
C.
He wasn't there, but it was cool to watch the Marvel again. I mean, granted, there was a bunch of stuff that I've seen before, but then there was some people were playing, and I'm like, I've never seen shit like that before.
Made me sad when it was over.
Yeah, same. Like, it wasn't sad. I was like, oh, dang, that was. Cause I remember watching it in my apartment, and whenever time Brian would come over, we would watch either Gutex and them play, or there was a tournament that weekend.
You talking about the UMVC 3?
Yeah, watching it yesterday was dope.
I was watching you watch it.
Yeah, it was awesome. I had to set up the document for today's prediction stuff, so I'm like, so I guess I can have that playing and then stream it while I set stuff up, and then I finish setting stuff up, and I'm like, I think I'm just gonna watch all of it, and I just stood here and watched it.
Good.
It was some good matches.
Production-wise, huge fucking...
It's a departure.
annoyance. I didn't like the way it was produced at all, the way it was handled, but at least there's an event for Marvel. So in 2020. So I will allow it, but...
I had somebody from YouTube watch my stream because they hated that it was jumping in between.
Mm-hmm.
But once we got the top 8, it wasn't jumping, so I guess he thought it was... I don't know what happened, but... Well, I guess the people who were streaming on that were restreaming on YouTube were going in between like the competitor streams, and I was just staying on Maximilian's because he was the one hosting it, so I might as well stay there. And I won't forget the fucking line. What's his name? Tasty Steve. Mm-hmm. So it was a Strider versus somebody, and he said, "Yo, who's your satellite provider?" Mine's Strider, and that one was like the best line. That one I was laughing for a bit because I've never heard that.
They do good things.
Yeah, it was fun. It was great to see, dude. And I guess breaking news, not really, but for anyone who's interested in Red Dead Online, they are breaking the game off to a standalone thing, so you don't have to buy the campaign with the multiplayer on December 1st, I think it was, right?
Something like that.
December 1st, it's going to be a standalone thing, so Red Dead Online, and it's going to be heavily discounted up until February 2021. So for $5, you can get Red Dead Online. Just make sure you have like 120 gigs of space.
It's probably going to be less, probably like 60 if it's just multiplayer.
I know, I'm pretty sure the press release said you got to have 123.
Oh.
But I can double check.
Well, I guess I gotta order my fucking replacement drive soon then.
It'd be like that. Like what else updates? What's up? That's Walmart stock.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that makes sense. It's the Black Friday weekend, so
you should do what people did online. They found the Walmart uniform online,
Yeah.
and they would buy them, and now they're just gonna pretend they're employees and take PS5s. It's not too late, Randall.
I mean, you just outed him, but
Yeah,
so
but
you
no one will
haven't
see this until after.
I mean, if anybody's watching live, but yeah, Friday's your last day because if once Friday comes out, anyone's gonna hear this, and then your plan is ruined. I don't know if Randall's listening to us or he just hears and then just plays something in his head.
Oh, he's on Plenty of Fish again. Look at him.
Yeah.
I just want to see your other shoulder on camera.
Did you guys check GameStop earlier today? Because they had a drop for Xbox bundles. So I don't know if PS5 today.
I know last night they had a drop for for
yeah,
GameStop.
they did one for Xbox today, and everybody on the site was like, or everybody on Twitter was like, is it going to be as poorly handled as it has been, with the PlayStations?
I guarantee it. It's a site thing, man. Like,
so people, I don't remember if, I think I told you guys, or maybe you guys told me, I don't remember, but people have been saying that if you want a PS5, the Walmart store app has actually been having a lot better response than the website.
So try it on the app instead of the desktop? But I said no.
Yeah.
Is that what you tried running and it fucked you? Oh, well. I know, we'll see. I mean, tomorrow I think it's the 9 p.m. one, right? Well, I said this recording anyway, because by the time you guys hear this on Friday, they're gone. So
I'll be in the air when it drops. So I messaged Adam and was like, Adam, I need you to do me a favor.
You'll be in the air?
I'll be flying.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what does that mean?
See Adam.
I thought you were like hooping or something. You out there just dunking on kids, so like you can't.
No, I'm gonna be flying high. I'm just gonna be sitting here smoking a joint.
Oh, hey, okay.
Godzilla get
vibes. You say Godzilla get busy? That picture's still funny with the Nikes and the Godzilla's trying to dunk on him.
That's my favorite picture. It's up there. It
That's
didn't beat
not,
the dog and pants.
The dog and pants is really high up there.
Godzilla get busy is like, I think at least top 10.
That's not even a stretch.
You know how many pictures I have on my phone?
Yeah, but from the ones you shown me, like the dog with pants with the fucking like I think it was a liquor bottle, and he looks passed out. That's crazy. Oh shit!
I need to organize my shit again.
I guess we can start.
You have a digital or regular?
Digital.
I saw it again today, man. I seriously don't like the way it looks.
It's hideous. I mean, I look to see what.
What's up, Biggie?
I look to see what it looks like without the white on it. Worse. It was yuck, Randall. Because you can see the fans and they're white, and it's like they just like they threw it on there as if like you threw salami on a cat, and it did not look good at all.
Okay, that's a weird way of.
You ever seen those pictures of someone throwing a salami on their cat?
I've seen him throw cheese, not salami.
Sorry, ham, not salami.
What's Randall throwing now besides the Whopper?
Oh,
Ham and cheese
on cats.
on cats. Like immediately. All right, Kelsey, we're probably gonna start with you. Is Randall the only one without a console still? No, me and Brian's the only one with the console. The rest of us are still trying to get it.
No, she's laughing at you.
He's laughing, crying.
You have the Xbox, the new Xbox, don't you?
Yeah, they finally updated me on the release day, so it should be coming in tomorrow. So I might just record like a thing of unboxing and me being stupid, and then I'll upload that on YouTube sometime. But we'll see. Hopefully, it gets here in one piece and doesn't like come in all suplexed and fucking jackhammered.
Your
Who's
Xbox or
delivering?
PlayStation?
Say again?
Ignacio.
Who's delivering it?
My Xbox, Amazon. So
Oh, damn, you should be fine.
we'll see, Randall.
If it was
You home to
FedEx,
get it,
then
or
I'd
you
be
got
like, you might want to be out there when he gets off the truck.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. I was going to ask, if you're going to be home for it, because your porch is on the ground level. Ours, you have to walk up a bunch of stairs, so most people don't bother going up ours.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna be working from home tomorrow because I'll probably be here when it gets here, which is good. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it's stable and I don't turn it on and I get like the turquoise ring of death or whatever,
Just make sure you don't blow vape smoke into it.
Oh, that's the first thing I wanted to do.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, it was vape. Like to the point where Xbox had to come out and say, please don't do that. That's how I know it's like, okay.
I thought it had overheated or something.
They were in such disbelief. They were like, I can't believe we have to say this. Don't blow vape smoke into your Xbox.
I wouldn't have even told them that. They already gave me their money. Do what you want with the console. You can fuck it if you want. I don't care.
No, they're saying that they had to say it because they were making it seem the narrative was they're overheating.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, no, they're not. And also, please stop doing this. Because it makes it seem like it's overheating when it's not. So then people will probably be like, oh, I'm going to hold off on buying it. They're just straight up lying. That's what they're trying to make sure they control the message. Anywho. What else? What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Because Kelsey, we're going to start with you with Mass Effect. Because I didn't get to watch you do the suicide mission. I want to know how that went for you.
Went well.
So spoilers for Mass Effect 2 if you haven't played this for whatever reason. This is literally
Only
the
been,
last mission.
33 years.
Yeah, like it's been a while. So
everybody survived.
oh, okay. So you got the good ending. Okay. Was there any close calls, or did you picked you knew what to do?
I mean, most of it was pretty obvious. When they were like, we need somebody who's techie. Kasumi and Tali are like the two most techie people you can get.
Yeah,
I mean, one is literally a robot.
that's also true. Legion.
I mean, so I didn't think about him because I did
racist.
everything else up to that point, and it was like I get him for the last mission, and I don't even really get to use him because I'm using other people.
Yeah.
And
it's them,
but
not him.
yeah, I didn't even think about using him. What is it? The part where you have to have a what's it called?
Biotic.
A biotic. Yes.
Mhm.
Thank you. Miranda was like, I can do it. And I'm like, Miranda, sit your ass down. Okay. Samara's here. She's got this. We don't need your attitude right now. Just sit there and shut the fuck up. Okay.
She is the biotic. I think she's
Yeah.
full biotic, right? She's not half and half.
Her and
I
Jack
thought
are
about
too.
possibly using Jack too, but then I was
Yeah.
like, there's no reason to. So I just had Jack and Tali on my team because they were a really good combination for taking down barriers and for
The shields.
yes.
The armor, sorry.
And so I had the two of them, and we were just busting through everything. Let's see. When I sent Morden back to let's see, I sent Morden to escort the people because I was like, I don't think I'm gonna need him. Everybody else is kind of looks like they have some sort of use.
Different. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the final fight was kind of boring. I guess
Yes.
like
It wasn't that hot.
no. They tried to like make it seem like, oh my god, you're fighting a Reaper, and it's like, are you though?
It's boring. That's the platforming one, right? With the platforms come up and then you go and get behind cover and just sit there and wait for his fucking drones to come out. You shoot him and then you shoot him.
Yeah, basically, and then he'll destroy some of the platforms. I think there'll be a time where he like destroys them all, but I didn't get that far. Because
You
I was
bodied
an
him.
infiltrator and just basically had tungsten ammo on it and was like, and then watched his health just chunk down.
Yeah, that boss was not. I think the most exciting part was making sure you had the right people picked and hopefully everyone survived. But once you got to that boss, it was like, okay.
So my only moment is the very end when you choose to save or destroy the base. Because I was thinking I chose to save it and it went against everything that I had to save this. And I don't know why I did it. But I chose to save it because my thought process was, we're going to have to fight the Reapers with 3. It would be nice to have some extra something, and then working with Cerberus and things, it'll make it a lot easier. And then I load up the third game, and it's like, oh, you're fucking grounded on Alliance because of the Batarian bullshit, with that dumbass scientist. And I'm like, so I basically just fucked myself with this, and I don't even know how much of that story it changes, like, because I did what's her name, Arya, one of Arya's missions to retake Omega, and they're already talking about how they have like tech that's beyond the Omega 4 relay, and I'm like, well, this is just fantastic. Not only do I not have the service resources, but now they're using all the shit that I gave them against me.
Yep. I do have a question for you, because I know you said you loved the first Mass Effect's RPG elements. Did you hate it that they dumbed it down a bunch in 2?
Yes.
Okay.
There is a lot of things that they did in the second one that I'm just like, why? What the fuck are you doing? Okay. First, it was they made it stupid dumb for the skills and that kind of stuff. Like it doesn't feel as rewarding to
build anything. It's just you're just maxing everything.
Yeah, like you can't even max everybody out with everything. You literally you get like, I think when you hit level 30, you have enough to max everything but 2, and everybody else I think has enough to max 3 of the 4. But I mean, like, how sad is that? You get 3 or 4 skills for your squad mates, which don't seem to do shit. Like the squad mates are just like, hi, I'm over here. I need healing. I need healing. I'm down. I need healing. That was the entirety of my playthrough with them. Okay. The first one, it felt like they actually did something because 1, they had more skills. You could like put points into things, and then inside of those points, you had like step ups where it was like, hey, when you get here, you not only unlock other skills, but you get a bonus for this skill here. You know, and you actually got to do stuff. I don't like. I remember in the first one, you actually got bullets.
Yes.
Especially for the infiltrator.
The first one was just the skills had uses, but overall your gun was an overheat meter.
That's what it was, yeah. And then 2 actually gave you bullets. The first one
was just say it again.
So the first one with sniper abilities, you had a certain amount of them, right? But the weapons themselves had an overheat meter that you had to manage.
So you had infinite ammo. It's just that you had a specific amount of shots before it overheated.
Okay, maybe that's what it was. I just remember being able to use only my sniper rifle versus, well, I need to save this in case something big comes out, and then something big comes out, and I have to whittle the fucking thing down with my pistol, and then go, okay, well, I guess there's no point in really using my sniper rifle. I already have my pistol out.
Yep.
Because you get 13 shots with the Widow and 10 shots with the Mantis. Every other sniper rifle is absolute garbage, especially whatever the fuck that automatic one is.
I don't remember using that one.
I think it's the Viper.
It's because nobody does. Nobody uses it. I looked up the weapons and things online. Every guide was like, So the Mantis is great. The Black Widow is the best. This one's okay. This one, they literally had a picture of dumpster fire, on there. They're like, nobody uses this. This is garbage. They're calling this garbage is an insult to garbage. Okay.
I believe it. 'Cause I don't remember anything past the Widow. So
The Widow is it's basically a 50 cal. That's why people like it. Or the Black Widow.
I had quite a few complaints about the second one, and I've been bitching about it on stream.
mm-hmm.
Most of it is just like inane shit. I'm supposed to be this elite military person who can't run for more than 4 feet.
Yeah, it's beyond that. You're supposed to be specific, like advanced trained Spectre. Like you're above the normal infantry. From what I remember from Mass Effect. And
you're one of the hand chosen few, chosen by the council itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't run really in non-combat areas. You can't run in combat areas. You literally go, and that's it. And It's like I went from here to here, and that's not an exaggeration of like the screen. No, that's like the exaggeration of
the
distance that she traveled.
The only thing I can think of is because these were meant to run on Xbox 360 and PS3, so these have to be like tricks so they can load shit in.
I think it's just because they're supposed
They didn't have a problem with this in the first one.
I think it's just because they're trying to still be tactical in a sense. So they did like XCOM, where in XCOM you can't run all the way to Pangea. Like you just run to cover. I think that's what they were trying to emphasize in the second one, at least.
Oh.
I don't know. It was really shitty. I really hated how slow it was. The other thing I didn't like is it was very linear. I didn't really feel like there was a lot of extra things to do like you could in the first one. Like you had some things, sort of, recruiting the people and then doing their loyalty missions, but
that was also linear. Like it was just load this linear mission, finish it, yay, you got friendship points,
and then you unlocked a skill, and it was like, oh, okay. And some of them, the skills were worthless, and I didn't even use them.
Yep.
I didn't even use most of the characters. Like the only time I used most of the characters was doing their loyalty missions.
Oh yeah. Once you have your faves that already from the beginning, you'll know what class you picked, and you know what's going to complement it. So as soon as you find a character that's going to be your complement, you stick with them because there's no other point to.
If it's not Insanity, I pick my favorites. If it's Insanity, I just pick Miranda Grunt.
Miranda and Grunt?
I played mine on Insanity and just picked whatever.
Because
playing as an adept, the best. Beating it on Insanity either. I'm really pissed about it. I beat the game, and I don't have the achievement for beating it on Insanity without switching
difficulty. Wait, is that a bug? Is that a known bug?
I don't know.
This game's been out for fucking 10 years?
Yeah.
Maybe the PC version just sucks.
Oh, maybe.
What was the other thing?
I mean, that's what I was asking you, because from 1 to 2, they went super streamlined, very linear.
It was like the story got better to an extent for 2. Like you got a lot more background, a lot more lore, a lot more information, new characters. You got to meet the Drell and a couple of other things, but they took all the things that were fun and were RPG. Like, no,
mm-hmm.
Like the only thing I did like that they did was the scanning, where you could like scan the planets. That made that a lot easier rather than having to like go to the planet, land the thing, go find the shit, and then go somewhere else.
Oh no, I personally liked landing on the ship, getting into Mako, exploring. That made it feel like it's an actual planet,
Mm-hmm.
Like the scanning stuff felt like a chore for me. I liked actually getting on there. Maybe I'll fight some enemies there. You can grind XP that way. You can go. They had bases you can go into that had more loot and stuff. Like that's why I liked the first one when you had to mess with other planets, because it felt like there's an actual galaxy. Oh, let me go fly over here and land and run around in the Mako. Is it Mako?
Mm-hmm. The Mako, yeah.
Like that was cool. This one they removed it, and they were just like, oh, you can do scanning, and I'm like, yes, it's faster, but then I'm like, I'm supposed to be a space dude. Like I'm supposed to be getting on planets and exploring it and meeting the species, and I don't know.
I
So-
also didn't like the probing stuff. I'd rather just go on it.
What was something else? There was
Is it-
another complaint that I had, but I don't remember what it is.
Let's see. Well, let's talk about it. Bosses, you already talked about.
Is it how when the fucking Harbinger boosts them and then he does the fucking blast it, even though you're behind cover, you're not behind cover anymore because it hits you
Oh
off of it?
yes, the blue dudes. So
That's just stupid. I hated that.
they had like that cannon that they would fire and it would do the boom 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 boom.
Yep.
And I'd be like, okay, I'm behind a wall in a building on the other side of the planet, and it still just goes, and I'm going, I'm not amazing with physics, okay?
Yeah.
And I realize that this is a futuristic space game,
Yep.
but no.
That seems off.
So that
Yeah.
that whole move, it's a biotic move called Shockwave, and its whole point is to get you off of cover, like it's an earthquake essentially. But there's one where Harbinger shoots a little fucking circle, and if it hits your cover,
yes.
it just says it does this to you, and then
Yes.
you have like damage over time because of it too.
Oh damn! So you're out
Yeah.
of cover, so they're shooting at you, and then there's a dot on you.
And on Insanity, you take they go, and you're dead. And so
Yeah.
that little fucker just goes. He just goes, ah, and this little thing just kind of floats along, and then it hits the wall, and then you just are out of cover now, and then you have 14 things that are shooting at you,
With
and
impeccable
you're
aim.
going. Well, I guess I'm restarting.
All right, checkpoint. Don't fail me now. What else do I wanted to ask? I know, like, cause that was a huge divisive thing when 2 came out. Some people liked the how linear it got and how like streamlined it got, and some people were like, "Where's the RPG?"
You don't even have like a ton of bonus missions. Like it's in the first one, you made like massive choices between like getting people to
Join your squad or sacrificing some or
not even your main team. I'm talking about like
the
Helena Blake,
Rakanai.
you know?
Oh yeah.
Like you got to do missions for her. You like affected the game whether you chose to kill the
The Rakanai
what's her name's sister so that she could take over and all this other stuff. There was just a lot that you could do outside of the main
arc.
yeah. And then
What's her name's sister? Who are you talking about?
not Benezia. When you get Thane,
Oh, you're talking about 2. Okay, I see what you're saying.
yeah, so in the first one you
Picked him up
kill
the first
what's her name's sister because she says, "Oh, she's a dangerous person. I want her gone. Like I just
Mhm.
can't. I don't want it on my conscience that she's doing all these things." It turns out she's even worse than her sister is.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, all of that is just to recruit Thane, and it's like, okay, so they like combine stuff, but it would be nice to have a mission, like missions that aren't just for the story, and loyalties missions to me is part of the story. Or like the main story. I want stuff that branches out like they did in the first one.
Or like if you don't go there, you don't meet that character, and then that story moves on and does its own thing because you didn't affect it in any way.
Yeah,
But if you did, then the story changes.
yeah.
So I guess I could
So-
prepare you for 3. They
Right.
tried to mix 1 and 2.
Yes. They did a good job in certain areas.
For me, I'm like, you should have just gone back to 1.
I fully agree, but at least it's better than 2.
I love 2 for its story. I like the whole let's gather a crew suicide mission stuff, and then 3, I'm like,
They're each my favorite in one specific aspect per game. So the first one is obviously RPG elements.
yeah,
The second one, the crew alone, like the people you recruit,
lit.
them alone, fucking Baby Boy Thane, Baby Boy Garrus, right there.
Oof.
The third one, up until the ending,
Yeah.
was my favorite story-wise. Up until the ending was my favorite story-wise. And they kind of
So-
fixed it with the free update, but it just gives you more of an explanation. It's whatever now. But the first time I was like, this is yuck, dude. And with the Citadel DLC, I almost cried. So remember, do that right before the last mission.
Besides you, I've had like 4 people come into my chat and go, "Don't do the Citadel DLC until it's like your last mission."
Mm-hmm.
Like 3, I like what they've done so far in 3. Like I wish they had gone back to the whole you get more choices with your skills and things like you did in 1. They at least made it a little bit better so that you have some control over your character. It's not just, oh, you put a point in, it does more damage. Oh, you put a point in, it does more damage, you know? And then the side missions and things, though, they were like, so everybody apparently likes grinding side missions. Here's side missions, you know?
Yep.
Like
Yep.
my backlog, I have like, I don't like how they've changed the journal. I liked having the primary and the secondary, you
Yep.
know, be like, okay, these are the main things and these are the side things, you know? And now it's like priority and everything else is just a side mission.
Yep.
A lot of the side missions too, what you'll find is just, hey, murder this thing.
Yep.
What they did was they basically put multiplayer maps into the game as like a side thing to grind.
Okay.
Again, they tried to move both, and sometimes it feels good, but then sometimes you're like, I'm just gonna do the main mission.
I mean, it's nice to shoot things, but it's like, so there's still side missions, right? But there's some side missions where you're there to shoot people in the face and then you leave, right? And those missions are literally, we used our multiplayer maps and your shepherd instead of a random character. Which, I mean, it's not a complaint, that's just what they did. I like shooting things in the face. So.
Gotcha.
What I thought was going to be, like, you had to turn your camera off because you're going to get aroused, was the insta-kill recover, is what I thought you were going to get fucking crazy over.
Insta-kill recover.
So if you're on one side of the cover and on the other side, you pull them over and they're dead.
Oh, yeah.
The melee
So, I mean,
assassination.
That's cool, but it's not really something you ever really get to use. At least so far I haven't. The what I'm walking around with an erection for is the fact that there's ammo everywhere. I can actually like fire a gun and go, oh, let me just, oh, thanks, let's get back into this.
No, ever since they switched it to ammunition, I've hated that. I love the idea of we have found a new source of energy, and now we can just infinitely use like what's it called, overheating. And I get that by lore they're like, oh, we focused it so now it does more damage, but now it's bullets. But I'm like, but the other thing was cooler. Now we're just doing bullets again.
I would much rather not have to worry about ammo than do this stuff. But if I'm going to have to use ammo, it's nice that 1, the enemies actually drop ammo. 2, there's actually fucking ammo laying around on the ground.
Yeah.
There's grenade skills too.
That's true.
Really
yes, because they had them in the first one and then they got rid of them and it pissed me off. And then they sort of brought it back in the second one because the third one, it does not work the same way as it did in the first one. Because you here's your aimer, and she throws, and it ends up somewhere over there, and you're like, that's not at all where I told you to throw the fucking grenade. Not only did you miss the dude, but I'm pretty sure that was a civilian. Like,
fucking friendly fire and shit, and you're like, that's not what I wanted. I don't. The grenade mods changed. What else? For combat, I'm not sure if anything much has changed besides.
They streamlined commanding your units now. I don't remember if 2 you can do this, but now you know how if you do D-pad left, you move one unit, D-pad right was the other unit.
He's playing a keyboard and mouse.
You know how insert button here moves your left unit and insert button here uses the right? You can map a skill to that button, so when you aim at someone and press it, they will do that skill on that specific person.
That's cool.
If you D-pad up or whatever your up one is, you make them all target a specific enemy, and whoever you marked with that, they take more damage. So that way you can relegate like that.
Overall, I've already noticed a difference in squad mate damage.
Yeah.
Like they actually do stuff. You know, you get to see them. Like last night I had to stop because I started laughing really hard because Arya uses a shotgun and I equipped her with the N7 shotgun, which apparently just fires slugs, and so it's like super accurate.
You talking about Liara?
And so there was a guy that was like over yonder, and I like fired at him, and Arya just like stands up and goes,
Talking about Liara?
"Watch this," and then the dude just, "Ah," you know. It was hilarious. But I
Talking
literally,
about
I
Liara?
like actually stopped playing because at the time it was just really funny to me.
Are you talking about
But
Liara?
yeah, I mean, like it's nice to like see your what if he's talk. I am actually having a little hard time hearing him. I don't even know if my chat can hear him. Like I have my earphones up, and they're
Okay.
even higher right now than normal because of he's so low for me.
So you can't hear me right now.
Okay, now I can hear you.
I boosted him a little more.
Okay,
So you mean Liara?
yeah, the one that runs Omega.
You mean Arya? That's Arya. Liara's the one that's in your party.
That's what I said, Arya.
Arya's the one in Omega.
Yeah, I said Arya has a shotgun. I gave her a shotgun, and she stood up
Okay.
and shot things.
Okay, so you're talking about the DLC. I thought you were talking about Liara, but you were just being racist. That's what I thought you were doing. Okay.
Liara doesn't use shotguns. She uses SMGs and heavy pistols.
Okay, but just making sure you're referring to the correct person that you intended.
I literally spent like 4 hours last night on this fucking DLC mission. And I'm pissed because now my journal's fucked up because I apparently missed a terminal to hack for the one of the side things, and now it's not going to go away.
Yeah, well,
Wait, I think 3 was the one with the bomb DLCs.
the only
is.
one. There's one that I was like, what? But then you get to the end and then it's like, this is cool. But up until like, oh, I'm in the water. That's my IGN back of the box summary. Was, oh, I'm in the water. But then one narrative thing happens. Like, oh, that shit's wild.
This is the one with the not the what's it called, the collector? No,
What?
there's a
There's
specific.
like
You talking about when you get
there's like
Jarvik?
9 DLCs for this.
But
You
there's
have,
one that I
like-
really like that you play. You take either Tally or is it Liara?
There's only 3 DLCs.
Then what?
For
Uh,
story, 3 story DLCs, I should say.
Oh, 3 story DLCs. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it called? I thought it was called like the collector.
Talking
Or
about the one where you
something.
get Jarvik, the
It-
Prothean.
Maybe that's the one.
Yeah. So I got him.
I don't know if that's it. The last boss. I don't want to ruin it for him, but the last boss is a big dude.
Yeah, you're talking about
Like a
Shadow
mech?
Broker.
Shadow
That's
Broker.
two,
That's
that's-
two.
that's
Oh,
Okay,
that's
Liara.
him too. Yeah.
Yeah.
That he's a Yogg.
that's what it was. I like that DLC a lot.
I mean, 2 had good DLCs. They had good characters.
Yeah, that's why. That's what I'm like. That was
And
fucking.
Mateus in my chat says Omega was good, but Citadel is hands down the best DLC, most fulfilling.
Wait until you get right before that last mission. You know that's all you have. Go to Citadel.
Wait, what happens if you do the final mission and try to go back? Or does it not let you?
There's no continuation after you finish the series.
Oh, you're right. I forgot. There's like a save for not going back. That's gonna be a fun discussion. Once you finish the main story, I want to hear. You don't know anything about the ending, right?
About
Mass
No.
Effect 3. Okay, good. So
I mean,
yeah,
like other than you fight the Reapers, so I'm assuming, and there's like been hints, you know, with the Elusive Man, where he's talking about controlling the Reapers, and then I'm assuming there's 2 things: you either control them or you destroy them, and you know, I'm assuming that it has a lot to do with what it is that you do with the collector base, since they're part of the Reaper invasion. But I don't know
okay.
for sure if there's like something else, or if you just like survive and they retreat, or you know, like what goes on.
I'm just making sure you don't like, because when the ending came out, the ending was everywhere because everyone hated it. So I don't know if you already had that knowledge of what happens on certain selections. Like, okay,
Is the original ending anything like what it is now?
So all the free DLC did was give you more explanation. This is essentially what you got on release. I choose this. Well, this happened. And then credits. To the point where my Hispanic grandma, who does not speak English, looked at me and went, "That's it?"
Abuela speaks English. I swear to God.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
We've been saying it every single time she nods her head in response to anything English, and then she tries to play it off by giggling and walking away. No, we know you know English.
Yeah.
Like there was so many times I was over at your house and I'd be like, "Hey Brian, how do you say this in Spanish?" And she would just answer from the other room, and I'm like, I would just sit there and be like, abuela, ¿tú habla inglés? No.
Then how the fuck did you give me the answer then?
She
Oh,
goes around the corner. I'm compromised.
yeah. Why are you doing this? That's to check your pulse.
Don't assume where she has the mic, alright?
He said,
It's because she has the headset, and so that's where the on button is on the headset.
"No, Brian. They always
she's-
do."
Don't tell me what my grandma
She's
has.
Spec
Okay.
Ops. She's Spec Ops. It's the thing that sits around the neck, and you just do this
See?
to activate it.
Okay, never mind. Then I guess everyone's got an
Learn
answer
your
for that.
fucking lore, idiot.
Get the fuck out of here. It's ears, idiots. Just kidding. All right, well, man, okay. So Mass
Yeah,
Effect
so
2 down, 3's next.
All in all, 2 was an amazing game. I didn't realize like every time I quit how close I really was to the
to the end.
ending, because
Yeah.
I always quit as soon as like I have to like get Joker to escape, and they take everybody from the ship.
Yeah.
I went back and read some stuff on 2, and Bryant informed me that like if you take too long, you lose more crew members.
Yep.
But I managed to say I literally didn't do it until the very end. I was like, the only thing I had left was the IFF, the Reaper IFF, and then the side mission, the loyalty mission for Legion, and then jumped or something, and that was it. And then I did the final mission.
Shipper Commander.
Shipper Commander.
Fuck with Legion.
Yeah, man, they had great characters in 2.
Yeah,
I'm just getting choked
Oh,
up here.
What for the Geth, did you choose to destroy them or overwrite them?
I overwrote them.
Same.
Yeah, I did too.
I wanted goons too. I'm like, I can get an army of fucking Geth. Yes, I'm overriding
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, that was my thought. I was like, but if I overwrite them, there's a chance that one,
They
we
can
could
help.
work with that, like the Quarians could work with them and they could stop attacking them.
Yep.
Each other. They don't have to do the war. 2, that means that I have the Quarians and the Geth for the war on the Reapers.
Yep.
You
We're playing Game of
there's
Thrones,
always
bro.
the chance that it backfires and it's like, oh yeah, so we overwrote them, but we still decided that they're right and we're gonna fight the Quarians anyway.
And then you're like, oh well, fuck.
What did you do with the Arachnite Queen?
Oh, that's a good question.
I let her live.
Same. I did the same thing.
Because I mean, the way, like, not only was the dialogue with her very convincing, that she was like, look, I don't know what the hell happened with my ancestors. That was not us. We didn't want to fight. We didn't want to be there. Something was driving us. Please don't kill me.
Yep. Facts. I was right there with you. I'm like, I'll let you go. Especially since she was like contained in there. Like, I'm like, maybe there's something else
Yeah.
going on. So I was like, I'll let her live as well. There's a lot of huge choices in Mass Effect, dude. That's why I like 1, because 1 had a bunch of those, man. 2 kind of had some, but they were all character focused. And the rewards for them is gameplay in a bit, which I can't knock it, but I didn't use any of that stuff, so.
The only thing that, like, after playing the 2 Witcher games,
Okay.
was I kind of wished everything was as drastic as the choices you have to make in Witcher. Like in Witcher 2, for example, you get to a certain part of Civil War, essentially. If you choose one option, you don't see another half of the game.
Which makes sense.
That's like, don't get me wrong. I understand that takes a lot. With like, you got to worry about story, character development. Like, I mean, there's a lot of shit that goes into that. But that's the way that they made Dragon Age sound. And then you played it, and you're like,
This is
so
not
if I
what
just
you
say
said.
no, I can't go do that thing over there. Like, okay,
Inquisition,
Was a little
as
better.
far as its side stuff, is kind of more like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know how we're saying Mass Effect 1, RPG, 2, action, third one, a blend? With Dragon Age 1, RPG, Dragon Age 2,
Straight
press
action.
a button simulator.
Yeah,
And
that
then
was
Inquisition, to me,
pretty good.
is the best out of the 3.
all
The
right.
characters are cool. The combat's it's a simpler skill tree, but it's like you can still do whatever the fuck you want with it, essentially. And then the characters are really cool. One of them looks almost exactly like Nicki Minaj, so in my head she's Nicki Minaj. And then there's a mage who looks like Tony Stark, and to me, he's just Tony Stark.
Is it? It's not Arthur, right?
No, I don't remember his name.
Or is that from 2? That might be from 2. Blonde?
Do you talking about from 2 or you talking about the one that I think?
Yeah, the one in
Tony
2.
Stark?
Remember, there's like a. I don't know if he was a mage.
Yeah, in 2 he's the mage that sets off the fucking rebellion.
Yeah, his name was. I thought it was Arthur. I don't know what the hell it was.
What's his name?
Anywho,
Yeah, if you finish playing Mass Effect and you're like, you know what, I want more BioWare RPGs.
Inquisition was really fun. Me and Brian played that, and there's a co-op segment. Like, it's not like, oh, we got to go play it, but it's just like a way to grind. It's like in this, like a generated instance. You go and grind loot and stuff.
I'll
But
tell you right now, if you like, oh, let me play through the series again. So choices carry over,
oh, that's true.
but in each game you play as someone else.
Yep.
Do you know if they're ever going to come out with the original Witcher game? Like, I think it's weird that they just started with 2.
Yeah, I think they're trying to
Like-
make Gwent as like the prequel to 2. So it's like Gwent, Witcher 2, Witcher 3, I think.
Witcher 3 was so good, dude.
Yeah, sure was.
Don't even bother looking at Randall. He's skipping all that and going into 2077, dude.
I still need to play through the DLCs for Witcher 3. I got sidetracked by shorter games.
Either way.
A buddy
All
of
right.
mine was talking to me about getting back into Final Fantasy 15. He said he played it and he really enjoyed it near the end. And I'm like, I shouldn't have to get to the end to enjoy the game.
Big facts. Thank you, Kel. I'm not spending 20 hours, so 2 hours is great.
Like, don't get me wrong. It's not like you can make the game. I mean, you can, but it's difficult. It's not like you can make the game, and it shouldn't always be the case where it's like from the first moment you playing, it's just fucking amazing. Okay, like if you can do that,
The
What is it?
messenger.
like
Bros.
Horizon Zero Dawn was an awesome game. The story was fantastic, and
But that was some
the
build up to
beginning
the
of it
story.
was like, okay,
Mhm.
and then you start like finding out like why you're here, and you're like, okay, I want to know what the fuck happened. Like,
Mhm.
I need more information, and so you spend a lot of time going into like what happened and where you're coming from and where you're going and that kind of stuff.
And reading the
Uh,
codex, even the pages and stuff you find have lore in it, like the things you
Yeah.
find in the cabin and stuff, and they actually have some good info.
All I'm
Yeah,
saying
like
is, on a quest line alone in Witcher 3, the whole arc of, I think his name is the Red Baron.
Yes, Red Baron. Excellent. This is an excellent side story.
It's a main story.
What's an optional one?
No, he's you do his stuff and then you go on with it.
I thought you can go on. There's a point in the Red Baron where you can continue helping him or just move on.
But I mean, like most of his Witcher 3, play Witcher 2 and then play Witcher. Google what happened in the beta for Witcher 2. They call it Witcher 1, but I think that's just like 0.1. That was the build number
Gotcha.
for Witcher 2, and then play Witcher 2 and then play Witcher 3, and then you're like, yo, what else? What is this? Is what a game is?
And
That's
then
crazy.
And then if you want, I mean, it's not gonna be the same feeling, but you'll enjoy it a little more. Watch Witcher on Netflix.
yeah,
I still need to watch the I need to do that in the Mandalorian.
I need to watch Mandalorian too. If you watch the Witcher show, you don't need to play the games
But
to understand it. But if you play the games and then you watch the show, like, oh, that's what they're leading up to. Oh, that's who that is.
yeah, they give you nods like, oh, fellow gamers, you know this person, or you know what's about to happen.
But Triss looks nothing like she. The show doesn't look anything like you see in the game, which it kind of pissed me off. But I was like, whatever, dude.
you can only do so much with live action. Like, you
I
know?
mean, it could be worse. It could be Avatar: The Last Airbender.
You know what?
Oh.
I was scared what you're gonna say because if the words Dragon Ball Evolution came out of your mouth, I was ending this podcast. That movie sucks ass.
They at least sort of had people that looked similar to their characters.
In
Dra-
what?
In the Dragon Ball movie,
No, they didn't.
Did you see who Goku was?
it was a white dude, but like so anime like main anime characters, unless it's like part of the story, they're racially blank. Like they can be anybody. Like that's
It's-
the way that they make them.
What I'm telling
But-
you is that kid looked like he was 20 pounds wet. And he's supposed to be muscle bound Goku? No, bro. I don't know. When I saw that trailer, I'm like, nah, no.
Okay, but I mean, have you seen the last Airbender movie?
Yeah, but I'm the heathen that hasn't watched the TV show.
That's the show
Okay,
you need to
but
watch.
the TV show. So the
I heard it
TV
was
show was
phenomenal.
established. Okay, it was amazing. Like I've learned more about the TV show from the shit people like post about the TV show after I've seen it
Mm-hmm.
than I have like watching I've seen the series like 4 times and I'm still learning new shit. Okay, like people like notice little things in the background. But anyway, so the TV show was an established show. It was a big show. Okay, and then all of the names were already pronounced in English live on air. There were recordings of it. Aang, who is the main character, is pronounced Ong in the fucking movie. Okay, General Iroh is pronounced Hyro in the movie. Okay, like there's things that you can do to fuck up. Going from
Source
like a book or
material
something
to like
to live action.
Yeah.
And then there's this garbage. Okay.
Hey, I feel you. There's a reason why they made it seem like a sequel was coming, and no way in hell a sequel's coming.
No, M. Night Shyamalan's like one of the most hated producers because of that movie.
It's unfortunate because he has some good movies under his belt too. I'm not sure what happened with this.
You should watch the original Avatar though.
You saw Dragon Ball Evolution?
I saw the trailer and then like the first 20 minutes, I think, or maybe 15 minutes, and I'm like, nah, I'm not doing this.
Is the girl with the gun supposed to be Bulma?
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that's supposed to be Piccolo.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to be Master Roshi.
Yeah.
Oh, is he looking up the live action version of
Yeah.
Dragon Ball? I didn't bother watching it because I
Where
was
is
like, there's
Vegeta?
no way that they're gonna make
I think
this
it's-
anywhere near as good as the TV show.
I think it's him going up against King Piccolo.
Oh, so
King.
before Vegeta came?
I think so. Let me double check. Dragon Ball Evolution. Go to welcome for this free search query. Fucking Christ.
Why don't you go to the IMDb? Oh, because you're looking at the plot. I see. If you're still interested in the original series for Avatar, Kelsey, I read a lot of them, but I'm
it's
not
King
caught up.
Piccolo.
I'm not caught up. They had books that literally follow right after the end of the show, and they're still pretty smooch fingers.
Oh, for Avatar?
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people have posted a lot of stuff about it. I really want to read them. I just haven't gotten around to it. But
I
like that one
suggest
and
it.
Legend of Korra are just absolutely amazing.
I haven't seen Legend of Korra because I don't hear anything that makes me want to watch it. I hear people say it's all right, or they just hate it. I haven't heard like Game of the Year.
Isn't that
For
Jeremy?
Avatar: The Last Airbender?
No, for Legend of
For
Korra.
Legend of Korra.
I've seen Avatar.
Oh, Legend of Korra is just as good. Like it's different because the tone's different because they went from, like massive problem to like other things that follow the massive problem.
Mhm.
They really do a great job in both shows of showing like human growth, emotion, depression, happiness, like all of that. If you haven't seen it, I would definitely go watch it. Like I was putting it off for years, and Adam kept telling me it's like an amazing show. It's not as good as Staten, but it's I think it's just as good. There's more to the first one than Legend of Korra, but I think there's still quite a bit to Legend of Korra.
I have to watch it. I'm one of those heathens that went to go watch the movie and didn't know anything about the show. So
I think you'll like it. Once you finish Tournament of Power or whatever, you should probably go into Avatar for a show.
I will see. I mean,
It's only 60 episodes.
I don't remember.
It's only 3 seasons. You have
oh, that's
Air-
short.
or Water books 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, Water, Earth, and Fire, because he's the Airbender. And each one's 20 episodes, and the last one's 21.
21.
The last, oh my god,
No, don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
I can't. I don't even want to say anything because I don't want to spoil anything.
It's cool. It's a good show, especially for a kids show. There's a lot of depth to it. Or a
Oh,
show
yeah.
that was made to be for kids. It's a lot of depth to it.
Oh, I'll watch
You
it.
actually, so in this and in Legend of
Korra?
Legend of Korra, you get human growth, like emotional, physical, everything. Like you feel like you're actually watching them grow up.
Develop.
Yeah, through their timeline.
I like that.
And then it ends, and you're like, no, I want to know what the fuck happened next.
Yeah, and then they have really good books, picture books too. I was like, yo, shit, really? Right after.
Fire.
Yeah. Well, other elements too.
But I just want Fire Team
Don't you mean Fire Nation?
or Nation. So I
Firebending.
haven't.
Firebending.
Randall, all I have that I know is that trash movie. That's all the information I have, unfortunately. So
If you watch the movie, you should go get a brain enema, and then start over with this. and then when people are like, "Don't go watch the movie," you're like, "Yeah, why would I go watch the movie? This is clearly."
I believe it. Like when I watched the movie, I was like, okay, that's fine. I'm like, I didn't hate it, but also I'm like, okay. And then the outcry of people like, yo, this is hot trash. I'm like,
I did it flipped.
Oh.
So I had seen random episodes of Avatar as a kid, but I didn't watch the show. And I saw the movie. Oh, maybe it's cool, right? Because I've seen at least the fight scenes for Avatar, and I saw this like, yo, what is going on, Jack? This does not look like. This looked like the budget was $12. The movie.
I'm pretty sure the four of us could make a better Avatar movie of us playing the female characters at the same time than whatever the fuck they came up with.
Kelsey,
If we just
I'm not
say
Eddie
even
Murphy-
less,
Yeah.
fam. Say less. Like whatever the hell it is, bro. I got you. Ang firebend. That's it.
That's how we end our trailer. You can do that, and it's gonna say Avatar.
Avatar. My stupid face.
Yeah, you should watch that.
All right, I will. I mean, it's on the backlog.
Listen.
Anyway, Randall, you've been watching some stuff, bro.
Only 3 things.
What you want to get into? Stand-up review, movie review, a TV special review. You got all kinds of stuff,
I'm
man.
gonna lead you into one just because I have a question for it already. Alright, so jiu-jitsu. Is it Brazilian jiu-jitsu? Like from a Brazilian, or is it just people that learn jiu-jitsu and then they're doing it and it's just a white guy? What is that?
Really don't know how to answer that question.
Alright, second one. Does anyone that's from Brazil say it with their accent so they go like this? Jiu-jitsu. Does anyone say it like that throughout the entire movie?
No.
Brian's not
I
watching.
already
Yeah.
know what this is then.
All right, Randall, let us know. Jiu-Jitsu came out this year, 2020. Documentary or like some.
I don't watch documentaries.
Okay, I'm asking, dude. You just say no, it was not a documentary. You don't gotta be hostile about it. What documentaries do to you?
I didn't know I was being hostile.
That was hostile. Look at this chest cavity you gave me.
I thought that I was being calm when I said it.
Yeah, well, look behind you. You literally exploded my house.
Yeah, Randall's freaking out.
Yeah, dude. So, jiu-jitsu, what is it, man?
Don't watch it.
Oh,
See,
shit.
What I just say, he didn't. If no one goes, if it's jujitsu and no one goes jiu-jitsu, it's not a real movie.
That's not okay.
I look forward to watching MMA fights with Brazilians. So when they're like, some of them
Interview?
don't speak English, so they'll do like a translation. But sometimes they'll attempt it,
Uh-huh.
and they go my jiu-jitsu. I'm like, oh, what the hell, dude? He's gonna
It's
fucking
jiu-jitsu.
take his ass down.
My jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So so what is it? Don't watch it? Like, is there a story at all? Is it just people doing
The
jiu-jitsu?
story is don't watch it.
Okay, so I guess that's the review we're getting. Jiu-Jitsu 2020. Do not
I
watch
only
it.
put that on the list just so that you would know not to watch it.
Not to watch it? Got it. No problem. No actors that we know. I need nobody.
No,
Just,
there's actors in it
but that we know.
that you know.
And just don't watch it.
Don't watch it. Tony Jaa.
I mean,
in
Nick
it.
Cage is in it. How can it not be good?
Yeah, Nicolas Cage is in it.
All right, we get it now.
That's-
Don't watch
that's-
it.
Who else is it? Oh, Tony Jaa's in it apparently.
It's another dude that's a martial artist. I forget his name, but he's in it too.
So we're moving
are
clean
you
past
talking
that
about-
then.
Elaine Mousy? I don't know how to pronounce that.
Elaine
He's
Moosey?
a black dude.
No, he's white. He plays
not him.
Jake.
No.
I mean, it says that he is a martial artist, but
So no Brazilian guy in that movie.
the dude that I'm talking about. I don't know if he's Brazilian, but he does.
Eddie
study
Steeples.
He does study real
Martial arts?
Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
And he never says it like that?
Well, he wasn't Brazilian, Brian.
You should if once you say it like that, you're a black belt.
Oh, so that's like the final step. So when you learned all the techniques, they go, now what did you just learn? And if they just say
like jiu-jitsu, I'm like, oh shit.
and you just toss them the
They
fucking
get your dojo after.
oh shit, that's how it gets
He's
passed
talking
down.
about Maurice Crump.
Yeah, I think
He
that's
pl-
his name, Maurice.
He plays Forbes.
The whole magazine?
Thank you, Brian. If you didn't, I would.
I mean, most of the people in here look like they've studied martial arts to some extent.
Mm.
Yeah, Maurice Crump.
I was waiting for him to say jujitsu, and I was going to correct him, brother. It's jujitsu now. I didn't know they say it like that. That's
Yeah,
funny.
I love it, dude.
That's
I
funny.
just found out that Randy Couture was in it, but I don't remember seeing him.
Oh my god, isn't that like it's horse manure? Like it's your eye said it, and yeah, people don't want to watch this. He didn't
I mean,
want to say it because he's a good guy.
The premise of it looked really dumb to begin with. Like, the ideas sounded kind of cool, but then you like go, no, I'm good.
Okay, so completely avoid jujitsu. That's
Avoid what?
jujitsu.
I can't think of anything positive to say about this movie.
Damn, not even cinematography.
Was it short?
Action sequence.
I got one. I got one. Would you rather watch this or Hellboy?
Oh shit. And we're talking about the new one, right? With
Yeah.
Okay.
Tim Allen.
No, not Tim Allen.
Oh.
If you gotta think about it, this is bad,
I'd
bro.
probably rather watch Hellboy.
Oh my god.
If you haven't heard the album, but would you rather watch this movie or listen to Jungle Pussy?
I would probably pick the movie. I don't know. Because, I mean, yeah.
Brian's like, that's the correct answer. Oh shit. All right, we'll move it right along then, Randall. How about the Kevin Hart stand-up? I think that's a stand-up, right? The Zero Fucks Given.
Yeah.
All right, how was it? Not comparing it to his other stuff. Just try it like your standalone. You had some laughs, some good stuff, or do you feel like
I laughed a little bit.
a little bit?
Yeah.
That's
I mean, because most of his jokes was about what you figure it would be about, and it's the pandemic.
okay.
Him and his family dealing with the pandemic, and him dealing with people during the pandemic. That's
I get that. Okay.
pretty much. I mean, that's not what all the jokes were, but that's pretty much what majority of them were.
They circle back to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't say that I've definitely laughed harder in his previous stuff.
So wait, how did this work? Did he have an audience, or was he just up
Yeah,
there
he
by
had an
himself?
audience, but he was in like an event he did in his. They made it look like it was his house. I don't know if it was his house.
It was his house. He talked about it.
So
Okay.
it was
He's
in his-
Talking about Kevin Hart, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was in his house. He has like a special basement or something.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. So he did it at his house.
In his pajamas.
Yeah.
Good.
So he's trying to get like the real intimate session there, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. So was it filled with like celebrities, or did he?
No, they look like regular people.
Whoa, Randall, celebrities and we're all regular people.
No, we're all humans. They're not regular people.
We'll define regular.
Not celebrity. Not popular.
Oh, wow.
Look, from your reaction, it seems like you were either expecting more from this stand-up, or you're just kind of like done with Kevin Hart here. What's with the?
If I were to be quite honest,
That's where I want you to be. Always
Yeah,
honest,
yeah,
not
me
quite
too.
honest.
Jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu.
This is gonna sound harsh, but it's just the simplest way I can explain it. It feels like he's becoming less funny. And I don't know if maybe my tolerance is higher. It could be a contribution to that, or I don't know.
Do you think that his jokes are overly saturated, so you're just hearing similar material every time you hear him? That's why it's less funny to you?
I don't know. It's just the stuff that he's saying. It just doesn't come off as funny to me anymore. I mean, he's still funny, but
Not Nick Cannon funny?
like what?
Nick Cannon funny?
Nick Cannon was never funny.
Nick Cannon's hilarious.
Oh,
That's a
God.
Dave Chappelle reference.
Chappelle, yeah.
Dave Chappelle had a skit where his kid wants Nick Cannon to be his dad because he's funnier.
Yeah. It's funny because he gave he posted what was it on? Was it TikTok? Instagram? It was one of the platforms Kevin Hart posted recently. I saw it today. And he said something about how people were saying, he was doing an interview, that's what it was. He said people were saying that he's not as funny as he used to be, and that they want the old Kevin Hart back.
Oof.
And he was saying in the interview that he has 0 to give. 0
fucks to give.
Yeah.
I mean, he could because
he's like, if you want the old Kevin Hart, go look at the old Kevin Hart. Like, I'm 41 years old. I don't care what you think.
Well, that's normal. I mean, that's what it's there for. That's why it's recorded. That's why it's
well, not to mention, like, people were giving him shit about all of his old stuff, like tweets and all that other stuff. Like, I mean, he gave up hosting the Grammys or whatever because people were like, this, you shouldn't be like this.
So now when he releases stuff that's not like that, you want the other one? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. It was it's It was
Okay.
I fell asleep watching it.
Oh damn. Nah. Wait, what day was that? Because that was over this weekend. You didn't get sleep.
I actually forget what day it was.
It'd be like that.
Okay.
I don't remember what day it was I watched it.
Okay. Because Sunday we had a day, so like, if it was Sunday you watched it, you were already tired because you had like 4 hours of sleep, staying up the night before for the PS5.
I can't remember if I saw it before that or after it.
Okay, that's fair.
But that doesn't, me knowing myself, that doesn't matter.
Because
I could be dog tired, and if somebody's funny,
you're still awake for it.
It keeps me awake.
Okay.
Because I'm so engulfed in what they're saying.
Oh, okay. Well then, so we're 0-2 now. He's watched 3 things and he's like, bro, don't bother. So now,
I mean, I'm not going to say don't bother with Kevin Hart. It's like, I'm probably going to rewatch it again just to see if it was my delirious, like if I was just tired and I don't know what. But as it stands right now, it's just like, if you like Kevin Hart, check it out. I'm not deterring anybody to not watch it or like.
It's not jujitsu.
It's not.
Jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
That I'm telling people, just
don't bother.
Don't bother.
But this one, okay. All right, so we're 1-2. Now, Randall, this is the one I'm actually curious about because I forgot this came out. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reunion.
Now, out of the 3 things that I watched, that was really good.
That was really good?
It was, not only was it really good, but it was very emotional. Like, I was fighting back tears a lot.
Oh, because
I'm pretty sure maybe 1 or 2 got by.
Oh, I'm sure that it's because the dad passed away, 6 years ago?
Yeah, James.
Yeah.
I wanted to watch it. I haven't got
it. It was about them all coming together. They were talking about how they all started in the beginning. Each one's audition. And how the chemistry and how everyone interact with each other and how close they bonded as a family. Like, that's what makes these sitcoms work, is because of the chemistry and how they're able to,
because they actually like each other behind the cameras. So
yeah, and they're able to develop such chemistry that the acting their pretend family looks like a real family. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and like a lot of it was crazy is like a lot of scenes that they had that were like very high strung and emotional.
Mm-hmm.
They were being driven behind the scenes. They were being driven by real emotions.
Uh-huh.
So when they would do the acting, it came across like genuine because they were somewhat in that mindset for real.
Well, I mean, that's how the acting works. That's how like you got to do to channel it.
Yeah. And then they talked about how James was an intricate part of the family.
Yeah.
He was like the nucleus. Like everyone learned from him,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like he had so much to contribute. He was like the girl that plays Ashley Banks. She was talking about how like he was a father figure to her for real,
Mm-hmm.
and that he was the type of person that would plant seeds in people. He tried to motivate people to become better
Mm-hmm.
and to not give them purpose, but like pretty much
Inception. Like he planted the seed, so then it seems like they came up with the idea and they started.
no, not like that. Because
Oh.
you knew it was him
Oh, okay.
because of how he interacted with you, but it was more like he planted the seed as to like to make you think like I'm not just an actor on a TV show. I am an African American in Hollywood, and I am setting a standard that people of my likeness is going to be either driven by or ridiculed for.
Uh-huh.
So I have to set a standard. I am someone that everyone looks up to,
Mm-hmm.
whatever age range or whatever the case is. So like that's the type of impression that he left upon them, everybody in that cast. So everyone in that cast had a different mindset other than the fact that they just a successful actor or actress, but they called the show revolutionary. So
Mm-hmm. What is it? What is the Trailblazers? Is that the word? Or no?
That's basically another way of saying trendsetter.
They're not trends. There's another
Like
word.
paving a path or
Yeah, I forgot what the word would be. Oh well.
But they were talking about how like
Pioneers
yeah,
would be the word, I guess.
that show was so popular that it was like people now this is I didn't even know this, but when they mentioned this, I was like, what?
He said, "Rewind, please."
They said this show was so popular back then
Mm-hmm.
that people would leave watching Monday Night Football to watch that show. They would be in the middle of watching Monday Night Football, and they would switch channels and watch that show because it was on.
Damn, I believe
Fresh
it
Prince
though.
was amazing, man.
Yeah.
I love that show. There was so much emotion in that show.
Yeah. And then it got really emotional when they were talking about James, but they also got really emotional and it got real when the lady that played Aunt Viv originally, the dark skinned lady,
Yeah.
there was a huge falling out. That's why she got Aunt Viv changed to someone else.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was a huge deal. So then Will Smith had not talked to that lady in over 27 years.
Damn.
So he decided he did not want to have this reunion without her being there.
Uh-huh.
So because he felt like she contributed a lot to like the foundation of that show.
Mm-hmm.
So he wanted to make things right. And he said that he couldn't be the type of person who's always like professing forgiveness and moving forward and all the positivity. And then yet he doesn't resolve the issues with her. So he had an interview with her. Not an interview, but like they both sat and talked.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was that job was
Heavy.
emotional, intense, and stressful because it was just like it was real. It wasn't like acting.
Uh-huh.
It was real because she went into like the details of what happened to her, why she was upset, why she like turns out she wasn't fired.
Oh.
But I'll let you when you see it, you'll find out what happened.
I wanted to watch this, so.
I can't. Which one are you saying that the first wife
Viv.
left?
Yeah.
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 Was that played by Janet Hubert or Daphne Reed? I can't remember.
Janet.
Janet.
Yeah. So yeah, they had the interview. I mean, they talked and they pretty much pieced things up, and then she met with everybody else on the cast, and they were all there interacting and stuff. And it was really emotional. It's emotional. It was funny. It was cool. It was stuff that I found out that I didn't know. I'm glad he did it. It was really nice.
I'll have to watch it. So like, is it like the pacing is just like they get together, they introduce everyone, and they just start talking about like, is it structured, or is it like this show where we just bring up shit and they just start talking?
It's like, it looked like it's off the cuff a little bit, because there isn't like no, we're going to talk about this, and then we're going to talk about this, and we're going to, no, it's literally just them sitting in the living room.
And they're just talking,
and then one person talks about something that ends up changing the conversation into something else, and this person says something, it's like that. But then, of course, it was edited afterwards, so then whatever they show, like, in between is in relation to what they're talking about.
Gotcha. What are you going to say, Kelsey?
You guys started, like, going robotic on my side, then it fixed itself. I think its cam's a little messed up, but
yeah, that's because I think it's the way I have my network set up. I gotta change things around. I don't know if it's because this network switch that I have just sucks dick or what the case is.
Gotcha.
So I'll have to sort that out in a bit. Not now. I mean, like whenever I get a chance. So it sounds like it's a definitely recommended. It sounds like especially if you're a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air fan.
Definitely.
Oh, then we're up here, boys, with 2-3 now. Actually, it was so good, we're gonna even it up. It's 3-3 now. I'm just kidding, man. Nice. Okay. Now, to catch up, Bryant. So you saw the Vast of Night.
Yeah.
Were we on point?
So I'm gonna start by saying this wasn't at all what I thought the movie was gonna be.
Did you watch it at night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Randall, okay, as much as yes, it does add to it.
It adds a great deal.
Okay, but Brian doesn't watch stuff in the daytime. That's what I'm telling you.
He does. You don't watch any movies during the day?
No.
Never.
Unless I'm putting it on, like.
Oh, okay.
I do almost everything in the dark, so I don't.
Yeah, like he's dancing.
Okay, I stand corrected then.
That's what, like, he's gonna watch it.
I made it a little louder than normal. Than I normally listen to things.
Okay.
And obviously, dark room, and I'm the only one in that room.
Yeah.
And I had headphones on.
Yes.
Again, like I'm starting. As I started, this is not the movie I expected it to be. I expected it to be the most tense. I make like a tense thriller is what I thought it was gonna be.
Okay.
Right? This movie was not that. To me, it was basically like, it was like a video portfolio for actors coming up.
Okay.
and what I mean by that is everyone, it's like a small cast, but every single person had about like 5 to 10 minutes of just them acting.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of Horace and Pete, the specific scene is either his mom or his ex-wife, where
I think it was his mom. I know you're talking about. She's a veteran. Well, she's sitting and smoking and talking to Horace.
Yeah. It's just like the setting is like it's as if the movie is an episode of like Twilight Zone, essentially.
Yes.
And I don't even know how to explain. I don't want to spoil it, but it's literally that. It's like a collection of stories around the same subject, and it's not like short story. Oh, well, I went to the farm and boom, I fell. It's like elaborate detail and just character building to the point where it's like you feel like you're at a campfire. I felt no stress with any of it.
Okay.
I was just like keep talking. I'm sitting there just listening to what they were saying.
So the conversation that they had with the guy over the radio station, the dude that said that he knew what was going on, and then he started to explain the stuff that he had encountered. That jump wasn't eerie to you at all?
No.
Really?
Oh. This movie had one eerie moment, but I'll get to that. But for that whole conversation, I was like, I felt like I was a news anchor. Like, oh, this shit's fucking huge, and then you got cut off. Like, no, come back. Like, it was more. They put me into the mind frame of, I forget his name, he starts with an E. The kid that runs the radio station. So like he's my favorite. Whoever wrote for him,
excellent,
fucking immaculate.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was never scared minus one scene or like tense. It was just more like I want to hear the story finish.
Yep.
For each character, with him, with the guy on the radio, with the old lady, with like the story you hear from the girl who just decides to sprint everywhere.
Yeah.
So you piecing together the guy on the radio.
Uh-huh.
It was just like, I just want to hear these stories. So what I thought the movie was gonna be was not it, but that's not saying that the movie's bad at all. I enjoyed the ending. Was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. That's
the
my
weakest part of it.
Yep. I guess what I
But
agree.
everything up until that, I was like, this is really enjoyable. The part that I was like, I saw it coming, because again, they put you in the mindset of the guy on the radio, and the way he looks at certain characters when the clip is played. I was like, they're gonna fucking look up. And once that happened, I was like, are they safe? And then their reaction, like, that's what I would have done, to be honest with you. But that was the scene that had me tense for a bit, but everything else was just like campfire storytelling. I really enjoyed it.
And there's a lot of long takes, and Papa and Tony love long takes.
The first time
call.
she's at the call place.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny that I forget it's one take, because I feel like the way
You're
they did
there.
it, I was there. And
Yeah,
oh, wait, what
yeah.
the fuck? And then after a while, we're still looking at her. I'm like, yo, this is literally one whole take, and they had to do it.
Yeah. That's what I'm telling you. When one takes are done, I'm there to congratulate them.
I think that's why one takes so appealing, because it really like you feel fully submerged, because that's exactly how it would be if you were really there. There is no camera cuts or anything. You're literally walking through the town and in the radio station, and you're probably standing there as she's like working on the radio station or whatever.
And that's the thing too. The way they did a one take, it didn't feel like they were showing off. Look, we're doing one take.
Yeah.
It was just, it's not cutting anywhere, but this is where we want you to be, and you just follow along and see what you piece together. It wasn't like Zombieland when they go around in the Elvis thing. It's crazy. No, they just, the story's first, and it happened to be one take.
It's because they have you focus on the audio, so you're sitting there listening the entire time, and you're kind of looking around the scene, and then once there's a gap in the audio, and now it's time to look at to engage what's causing, and you're like, oh wait, we're still in this, and then it keeps going and going, and
they give you very little bits with the main characters, but you still you understood the character.
Yep.
Yeah.
The setting visually was cool.
Yep. Old Town and
sound design
the year
was pretty cool.
It's just that ending.
The way that most of the movie is set with them trying to put the story together, but the little bit from the beginning, you feel like you live there, like you know the town now.
Yep.
The ending, I wish that they didn't show us.
Yep. I agree with that.
Or if they did show us, made it quicker. They lingered too long on it.
Yep.
But yeah, I actually really enjoyed this.
And
it was not what I thought it was, but I really enjoyed this.
It was more eerie for me because I enjoyed the subtleties. There's not a lot of background music. It's just voices, radio staticky voices with old equipment. You could hear, they made an effort to every sound that he made in that station. It's clear as day. So when he's rewinding the tape, when he's putting stuff together, you hear the machine clicking in, and I'm like, let's go. Like you're there.
See, the thing with me is that I have a very the way my mind works is that if I don't know something, like if something's unknown, I immediately picture the worst possible thing. So like that conversation with the guy on the radio station and the conversation with the lady in her house, my mind is thinking of the worst possible things as they're talking. So I'm thinking, even though like what he's explaining probably seems very simple and rudimentary, it for whatever reason, it just was like,
you try to put a picture to what he's saying.
Yeah, and it was like giving me chills, because it's like, what the heck are they doing with these people?
Yeah.
And then like, why the heck did the old lady tells you come here at this time, and I'm back here? I don't even think she came to the door.
No,
she couldn't. She said 'cause she's too old, she can't really walk that way.
That jump was crazy.
And what makes it worse also for me for those scenes, it's everyone's in one location. They're all at the basketball game, so there's no one they can call really for help if something were to hit the fan. So these kids are just running around doing their shit, and everyone's just having a good time at the basketball game.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh fuck, if something was to go down now, they're vulnerable.
That was the silver lining in the ending. Was that like, I mean, I have to go into spoilers, but the same way it got covered up with the other people's stories.
Yeah.
It felt like that, and now we're supposed to be the ones to tell it.
To tell the
Instead of-
same story of what happened.
That's what they go. They fucking got me.
Yeah, you got him.
But up until that point, it's like, don't linger on this.
Yeah, but that ending is the one I'm like, ugh. But the journey was, I loved it.
You know how it shows their reaction and then
Yeah.
the basketball game ends?
Mhm.
I was hoping they did that instead of show what they're reacting to.
Oh, okay.
So maybe you see some lights and
And then whoop, it turns to
Yeah.
basketball, like it cuts to
then
one of the lights in the gym or something.
they're like the sound of a picture being taken
Yeah.
when the light hits them. Or something like that. But no, I enjoyed it. It wasn't creepy at all, minus that one scene. It was more just like an actor's showcase, what it felt like.
Gotcha. All right.
I
Moving
highly
on.
recommend it.
Highly recommended. So hey, we weren't full of shit, Randall. You know. We're gonna keep it moving. Ted Lasso. This is gonna be am I full of shit now? Because I'm the one that's been recommending this to almost everyone.
So do you want me to start with the verdict or just explain?
I mean, just talk about it. I mean, I talked about it before. It's American football or.
No, not the synopsis. If I liked it or not.
Oh, okay, yeah, go ahead. What about
So I love this show.
Oh, let's go. I'm not full of shit. 2 for 2, Randall.
It wasn't even
two.
like, oh, it's cool. I think I told you like off the first episode, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like this.
Yeah.
You went over the premise. It felt like a realistic version of Kidding with Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Where like he's an actual character, not like a larger than life person dealing with crisis. It's like just some regular guy who's trying to make things work.
All right. So before you keep going, just in case people haven't heard, when I reviewed it, it's I think American basketball coach or football coach gets hired overseas in Europe to be
Minor league football coach.
league football coach. Sorry, gets hired overseas in Europe to be the head coach for a big soccer club, like a big soccer team. What is it again?
AFC Richmond.
Richmond, yeah, it's like this. It's Richmond or whatever it is. Go ahead, and I mean that's where it starts, and then it immediately kicks in. Like he's there, he starts meeting people.
Yeah, he starts meeting the team, starts trying to figure out the sport, trying to figure out the city, just trying to be a coach.
Yep.
While dealing with his own stuff.
Yep.
And all right, so 1, it's actually funny.
Yep.
2, there's probably a bias to that because I really like accents, specifically European accents. 3, it doesn't try to bash you over the head with, oh, but no, we have some serious tones here.
Yeah.
Everything felt natural.
And it's subtle.
Yeah. And they did it differently, not like, oh, this happened, I'm sad. They actually showed, like, certain characters like actually having a breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
And so you get your shit. It showed that, like, anybody can have a bad day, essentially. It's just like it's a real down to earth kind of show that's funny and it's also serious. I don't know how else to explain it besides. And the episodes are short, so I binged through that shit after like the first lunch break where I watched 2 episodes. Like, no, I need to
watch. I mean, Randall is my witness. I went downstairs after either one of my streams that week, or maybe it would have been a Thursday or something. I don't remember what it was, and I'm like, let me go. I wanted to watch something, and I'm like, oh, I've heard Ted Lasso was all right. Watch the first episode. 2 a.m. came. I'm like, I gotta work in a couple hours.
Oh, that's what you were watching when I came down. I was like, why is this dude still awake?
Yeah, and it was that. I saw the first episode. I'm like,
why are you still awake? Why aren't you asleep?
I'm always
You checking up on him?
awake. Well, I was going downstairs to the kitchen, and he was still
Check
in
up
the
on
living
Anthony.
room.
I
No,
mean,
was-
he has checked up on me before. Where I mean, it's normal to check up on me. Like if he hasn't seen me in X amount of hours, and my car's in the garage, and I have yet to leave my room.
Yo, I'll wait till Bryant finishes. I have a funny
story.
Yeah.
I mean,
Gotcha.
when you want to masturbate, you should be by yourself. So
Nah, I hunt Randall down when I want to masturbate. But yeah, like that was my. As soon as I saw that first episode, I'm like, I'm gonna end up recommending this. Like, even if I hate this season, the first episode, hook was in. Ted, what's it? Jason Sudeikis. He disappears in that character, dude. He does a great job with it. His southern accent's great. It's super charming.
There's times where I can find him annoying, but that's literally what his character is. It's
He's-
not like him. All right, you're doing too much. It's like that character's supposed to be like
overbearingly nice,
Yeah.
and that's what sometimes I'd be like, okay, stop being this nice. But it makes sense given what he's gone through and what he's currently going through.
And the only like characters I'm like, all right, are the characters that they
You
want.
guys
you
are
to feel
shitting
that
the
way
bed
about.
again.
Oh,
That's what we got.
Sorry, it's Brian. That's recorded locally, so like that's gonna go on the podcast. You don't have to do that.
I know. I just wanted to do it. Are we normal now?
It's cutting in and out. I
You're
don't
more
know.
normal, but I mean, your cam's still trash right now.
Ooh.
I mean, it's mine. I don't know where. It's a hardware issue. I don't know where yet. I only have so many hours. Go
So
ahead.
You need to get on it, bruh.
The only characters I was like, can you not? Are the characters that they want you not to like. Essentially. You know what I'm saying? Because you look confused.
Oh, you're talking about the okay, yeah, but that's the point of it because they're supposed to play the heel, I guess, if that makes sense.
That's what I said.
But I'm trying to. I was thinking of which one you're talking about. You're talking about the Starboy and
yeah.
Mhm.
But
even that has a good arc.
Yeah, there's a character that they put in maybe like with less than half of the season left. Fucking love him. Football is life. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh yes. The enthusiastic Hispanic soccer player, and he just
I fucking love him. My favorite character is because if I were a British female,
yeah.
this would be me. That's Kaylee.
Oh, the model.
Yeah, the model.
Mm-hmm.
If I were a
British female.
yeah, that's literally how I would talk to people.
Yeah, that's because she has a really thick accent.
Her personality is really cool. The lady that owns her team, I would take her last name.
No, there's
I saw her. I messaged Anthony like, I don't remember what I said to you, but I said words.
I can look it up
I
later.
have choice words.
I mean, yeah, she has that like attractive vibe because she's like the woman in power, but she has like layers. So like, yeah, I can see that.
Relations.
Yeah, I can see that.
In public too, Randall.
Oh snap! That means you could be eating like a sandwich in public, and Brian could just right in front of you.
Who was she again?
She's the head coach. She's the owner.
No, I mean that actress.
I don't remember her name.
Oh, Hannah Waddingham. Waddingham. I didn't look it up.
I think you looked it up
No.
immediately. You probably
Look it
followed
up
her on
already.
Instagram.
Waddingham.
Yeah, Waddingham.
He didn't look it up.
I didn't look it up though. I think he's probably spelled it wrong.
I hope Pornhub comes up.
That lady. Relations. Relations. She's also like a singer too. So like in that scene.
Yeah, when she's actually singing. Yeah, when they do.
That's yeah. But overall, I really like this show. I'm sad that there's not already a. When I finished that season, they should have made another one. That's why I'm upset.
Like release the second
Yeah.
season is what you're saying. Yeah.
They should have been tracking me, and when I finished that season, we need more. That's what I needed.
Yeah, I can't. So 2 for 2 people. Like Ted Lasso is definitely nothing to sleep on. It's short. I think 10 episodes, 20 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's definitely worth it, man. It's really good.
But is it better than Breaking Bad?
No.
I don't think so, but I mean, it's not to say that it's bad. Because Breaking Bad it's great for separate reasons. Like there's so much in that. This one's just starting, so I don't think it's gonna turn into something like Breaking Bad. Because Breaking Bad, I think, is almost a definition of thrilling. Because it gets to like what season 2 or 3 where it's just like I don't think this guy's fucking making it, dude. Like
Every season's like, yo, is he all right?
yeah, is he dead? Like oh man. All right, well, I mean, we're moving right along. We got to get to the predictions soon before my internet completely shits the bed. So, I think it might be the Switch. I got to be honest. I think it's the network switch. It's really old. I just use
You're
this to
back.
get this.
It's normal now. We can actually see you.
We'll see.
Randall looks like his character has been unlocked. So
You mean locked?
no, before it was locked. Now it's unlocked because I can actually see him.
Oh, gotcha. My bad.
Oh.
Hey, remember Brian? Remember when he said you can see his other shoulder?
Mm-hmm.
Wonder where it's at.
That's my favorite shoulder, and you won't show the world that one.
Anywho, all right, Brian. Your Lord and Savior Chief Keef
All right,
dropped
so
more
again,
music.
Yeah, the 3-song roulette, and I'm gonna tell you the order as I go through them.
Gotcha. Chief Keef first.
Chief Keef first. That's my favorite one. I'm just gonna tell you right now.
Oh shit! I haven't heard it yet, but
I saw that it came out like I think in the weekend or last week. I'm like, let me listen to it
when you're ready.
When I'm ready, my hand almost turned to a gun and I almost shot myself mid-song. I was like, what the fuck?
So is it like his vocal energy, his instrumental, like
the instrumental? It's not like something crazy, but
it's
for
enough.
him, Mike Will needs to make every Chief Keef instrumental.
Oh shit.
I like that pairing right now.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
I gotta hear that
Then
shit.
he's saying some shit. And then like halfway through, like the beat cuts off and he starts saying something. I'm like, oh, is he gonna switch the song? No, it's back to the same energy.
Oh.
Like, yo.
Okay, he did a Drake. Okay.
Yeah. I fucking love that song.
Okay, I gotta
Lord
hear that.
Sosa, he
delivered.
He blessed.
And it's a single, right? It's not like the whole.
It's just
Okay,
a song. It's like I want to say 4 minutes.
that's fine. I just want to know if the status was like the album, and you're just talking about a specific one,
And
or
that's the thing too. For a Chief Keef song, it's actually maybe because Mike Will's on it, but it actually sounds like clean.
it's not like the distorted shit he used to release.
Oh
Yeah, like
no, it's pretty clean.
oh, okay. Okay, I'm
And I thoroughly
very
enjoyed it.
interested in hearing this.
I wasn't even gonna like, oh, which one's this? I'm telling you right now, that was out of the three, that's my favorite.
That's your favorite one. Okay, that's fair.
But was it your favorite?
That favorite one.
Was it your favorite one, Brian?
It's my favorite one.
Brandon, do you
Was it
think that's
dark
his
enough
favorite?
though?
Oh fuck.
I'm pretty. I don't even know if I was an Animorph, I'd turn to a gun. That with this song playing.
All right, you said Animorph.
Yeah,
that
that's
a gun's not an
I
animal.
would turn into a gun.
Well, I mean, in Futurama, Professor Farnsworth turn the toaster into a raccoon. Or raccoon into
Oh,
a
those are
toaster.
facts.
Forget
No,
which-
I think it was the other way.
Yeah,
I
I think
think-
it's a toaster into a raccoon.
Yeah, you're right. Never mind. I stand corrected because yeah, in Futurama they do some crazy shit. So
I'd probably turn to like a rocket launcher with this song playing.
you went from a regular gun, like a handheld gun, to
You assume handheld. I just
Okay.
said gun.
go for it. Well, tell me about Niia.
All right, so boom, Niia, right? I've heard some of her songs before. I like her voice.
Okay.
Actually, the first song I heard on here was the remix. I heard the remix first because Spotify recommended it, and I was like, all right, whatever. It's after Chief Keef, so I was disrespectful to Spotify,
Got you.
right? So I listened to the remix. The instrumental sounds cool, but she sent it off.
Oh, because it was a remix, so her vocals
Yeah.
might have been messed
So it
with.
sounded like I think it was sped up, or it just sounded weird to me. Like it wasn't landing. So that made me listen to the original. But I
Yeah.
guess the remix instrumental's cool. She doesn't really fit.
But the vocals don't match.
She just doesn't fit on it.
Gotcha.
So I listened to the original one. It's a lot more, not a lot more, but it's like acoustic sounding for a bit, and then it goes into more drummy R&B stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It fits her now because they didn't speed it up. It's kind of slower, and she's going with it. The lyrics, whatever sometimes, right?
Okay.
But the overall sound I enjoyed a lot more, and I actually enjoyed this. I added it to my favorites.
Oh, okay.
She's a singer.
I'm assuming it too, man.
Yeah, she's not an owl, but she's a singer.
Gotcha. It was my
I
internet
can't
again.
remember the name of the other songs, but I know there's like 3 or 4 I've heard from her and I actually enjoyed it. So I probably have to listen to like an album or an EP if she has one out right now. I recommend if you like R&B, if you just like nice voices,
Mm-hmm.
I'd recommend the original and then listen to the remix. Maybe you like maybe the instrumental will cover the fact that it doesn't really mesh well. But yeah, if you don't even know who Chief Keef is, just go look up Chief Keef status on Spotify or whatever. Then you'll thank me later, or not. Your computer won't work because you just sludge-hammer through it because you were just you're feeling mad disrespectful.
Gotcha. I'll check out the Chief Keef one because that one now you're selling me on it. And that, boys, leads us to the game of all games. The Game Awards predictions. So Randall said he went through and he's going to give us 2 answers. He's going to give us the answer for the prediction and he's going to give us the answer that he wants to win. I'm going to be jotting down who we think is going to win. That's how we're going to be scoring this. Is that okay with everyone?
Say again.
Like Randall has, like he went through before we got here and he picked out the ones he wants to win.
Gotcha.
But also he knows which one. He also has both. Who he thinks is going to win in these categories and who he wants to
Who
win.
wants to win? Okay.
Yeah. So if you guys have that, cool. If not, that's fine. The only ones I'm actually recording is not recording, but keeping track of is who's going, like who we're predicting is going to win. That's how we're going to make the scoring system,
Okay.
which is just 1 per category, right?
So who we think is gonna win? Got it.
Yeah.
The Gamers' Choice Awards or whatever, is that voted or is that just a council? The one that happened already.
I don't remember. Oh, you mean on their website? I'm sorry, the Gamer's Choice
The one
Award?
I don't know if that's the name of it. The one that already happened. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know. I'm
It's
looking
not.
through.
It's not part of that. It's its own award show for games.
Oh, I don't know what
The
that
Golden
is.
Joysticks or something like that.
That happened already. Yes.
Yeah. Is that voted or is that just a council picks?
I think that's count. I think that's no. That's both. It's an account, but probably the percentage, the weighting system is probably the not the council, like
Committee.
the committee probably has a higher sway than the people, if I had to guess.
So it's similar to the Game Awards.
I think that's how Game Awards is set, because there's a committee, but then the user ones kind of add to it, but not in I don't think it's in a major way. That makes sense?
I'm not going to use this information because I don't think that many people like Last of Us 2 that much.
That's what I'm saying. Again, you got to go with your gut here.
I mean, I got first and then second place out of the 2 years we did this, so.
Gotcha. Okay, so let's get it started, homies. Do we want to start with the Big Bang or just work our way up? Like the Game of the Year? Start off with Game of the Year or just go back or work our way up to it?
There's a list of the things that are submitted for Game of the Year, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All of
Because
I
I
have
don't
all
even
the
remember what all's been out this year.
Yeah, I have all the nominations here. So we'll work our way up. We're gonna start with the stuff that I personally don't care that much about, which is the esports stuff.
Yeah,
So,
this is anybody's
League of
game.
Legends gonna win it. Doesn't that? I mean,
Judging from I think it was last year, right?
the last like 5 years in a row, League of
It's
Legends.
been League
is
of
just taking
Legends.
It. Like
So-
Dota's tried its best.
and Overwatch tried, but
Yeah, like Blizzard does a good job at their production quality. Just for whatever reason, isn't nearly as good when it comes to like sports stuff like this. It's got to be League of Legends. Like, if League of Legends is in the list, it's one. Like,
There's only 4 games that they kept showing for the esports. It's either someone from League, CS:GO,
Overwatch
COD,
and Call of Duty.
and Overwatch.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
didn't even make anything this year.
No, they did. They have one.
They have one. Told you, Anthony.
Okay, so let's get this started. Best esports host. We have Golden Boy,
Yeah.
Machine, SJOKZ. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Shocks.
Okay, you guys will have to be my.
Yeah,
my-
she was one of the original league casters or
Okay,
interviewers, and she still does league stuff, but I think she's
doing Overwatch or
uh,
something.
no, well, I don't know if she's doing Overwatch or whatever, but she's kind of branched off. She's not like just part of league now. She's
Okay.
a freelance is the word I'm looking for, so that she can go do other stuff, but she still primarily does league.
Okay, and then we have Dash and Sheever.
Golden Boy again.
You going Golden Boy?
Again. I think I was wrong, but that's the only one that I can remember.
I'm gonna go with Jacques. What do you guys got, Kelsey?
And what is this
This is best esports host.
best esports host? I gotta find it because I gotta see who the others are. Like I heard the name, but
No, that's fair. That's fair. Actually, I guess I should have had you guys pull it up beforehand.
I already voted, so I kind of remember when Reno has it up right next to me.
Okay, he's looking to see who they are.
Isn't that who you picked?
No.
Who's you picked? Golden Boy?
Golden Boy. Why are you judging me? I already said I
ooh,
didn't
that's a
vote.
good. That's a really good list.
He doesn't
Jane
know.
Dash is awesome. Shocks is awesome. So is Machine. Machine does CS:GO. Shocks does League, and Dash also does CS:GO.
He's also an incredible.
He's also what?
Fucking got him.
I got you. I said he's also an incredible.
I don't know who Sheever is, and I don't know who Golden Boy is.
Golden Boy, I think
That's a
was
tough pick.
an FPS guy, I think.
This is who I'm picking while he's deciding.
Yep, that's the same one I did.
Who was it?
Shocks.
Shocks. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with Shocks too.
All right.
I think it's gonna be if she doesn't win, it's gonna be Machine or Dash.
No problem. Okay. What the hell? Next, best esports event.
The league one.
Yeah, whichever league is 2020 League of Legends World Championship. Oh, the nominations. We have Blast Premier for CS:GO, Call of Duty League Championship 2020 for Call of Duty Modern Warfare, IEM Katowice 2020 for CS:GO, 2020 League of Legends World Championship for League of Legends, and then 2020 Overwatch League Grand Finals for Overwatch. I'm going with League.
Yep.
I think it's unanimous.
It's unanimous. Everyone's going League.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I don't know anything about the Call of Duty Championship. Katowice is better than a lot of their other ones, but it's still just not the production quality that League gives. I mean, they just do a fantastic job. They were like the one, like, even though Counter-Strike has been around doing major tournaments and things for years, League came in and was like, esports is the thing. Here it is, and was just every year it gets better and better.
I believe that. So next, best esports. Wow, Anthony, read. Best esports coach. We have Zonic from Team Astralis. Astralis. Sorry.
Yeah.
Bitch.
CS:GO team. Krusty from San Francisco Shock from Overwatch. Grabs from G2 Esports, a League of Legends team. Zephyr from Team T1, a League of Legends team. And then Rambo from the Dallas Empire team for Call of Duty. So it's be Grabs and Zephyr, right? Like this at this point, when it's esports,
Zephyr.
we're going straight to. I'm sorry,
Zephyr.
We're going straight to last. I'm gonna pick Zephyr because that name sounds cool.
I already said it.
So you're doing the same thing, bro?
Yeah. I don't remember who I actually voted for, but I'm pretty sure I just voted for a league person too.
How about you, Kelsey and Randall?
I think I picked Zephyr.
Zephyr as well.
Follower.
How about you, Kelsey? Look, you do some mathematics right now.
I'm going with Zonic
Oh, okay. Oh, is he a CS:GO one?
for Astralis. Yeah.
Okay. Kelsey just want to see if we can get some fucking points away from us. That's why. He's like, if they're all going there, this is my chance to pull ahead.
I mean, you can't go wrong with picking a LoL coach. They're usually really good. The difference is that the LoL coaches. I mean, this is kind of a good and bad thing. In League of Legends, you have to have one of the players be the caller, like the team lead, caller, strats, that kind of stuff. In CS:GO, the coach actually gets to stand there and like talk to the person or talk to the team during the match and before each round and all that stuff.
Gotcha.
I feel like personally having the coach be there and be like, okay guys, this is what it is, whatever, during each one is a little bit better than having to, just kind of go, okay, these are the notes that I have before the match. These are the things to focus on, because then all you get to do is during the character pick, you just kind of go, oh, well, this person really likes to play this. We should probably ban it because we don't want to deal with it. Or you guys should go with this strat because they seem to be very weak against, this.
Gotcha. All right. I swear, if Grabs from the other League of Legends one gets picked, I'm gonna be really upset. Best esports team. We have Damwon Gaming for League of Legends, Dallas Empire for Call of Duty, G2 Esports League of Legends, San Francisco Shock for Overwatch, and Team Secret for Dota 2.
G2.
Yeah.
You going so the Bryans are going
G2, yeah.
G2. I'm going.
I don't even know who the fuck Damwon Gaming is. They must be new, or they must be a Chinese team.
I'm picking the Damwon Gaming because it sounds like they're saying "damn." Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Nobody cares about Call of Duty, Overwatch, and I don't really care for Dota 2.
Well, for Overwatch, they have a following. It's not. I don't see it as the level of League and Dota and stuff. Like, it's not that. I don't know. When I hear the esports stuff, the first people that come up is League and Dota, because they get the most the prize pools are the highest I've ever seen, and sometimes CS:GO as well. Best esports athlete.
Oh, I know who he's gonna pick.
We have Crim6 from Dallas Empire, Call of Duty team.
I
Showmaker,
know who's over there voting.
Damwon
Exactly
Gaming.
voting.
Showmaker from Damwon Gaming, the League of Legends team. Canyon, Brian,
What?
stop making the noise.
That was you.
Canyon from Damwon Gaming, League of Legends. Shotzi from Dallas Empire, Call of Duty. I don't know how to pronounce that last one, bro.
Right.
Ziwu.
Oh, it's Ziwu. Thank you. Team Vitality from CS:GO.
Showmaker. I'm going with Showmaker.
You going for Showmaker? Brian, you already have yours. You said they think it's gonna win
I'm gonna break off here and go with Ziwu.
for Ziwu. Okay. I'm gonna go with Canyon. What you got, Kelsey?
I mean, Ziwu wouldn't be my first pick for CS:GO, but
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go with him.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like, there's several other people, like Simple, for Navi, I think it is. And
maybe they're not picking the same because wasn't he last year? Because I remember someone
don't-
called Simple.
Simple was probably last year.
They might just not want to nominate the same people, but I don't know.
Alright.
You don't have any like want to win here, right, Randall? Because I know you said you know what you want to win versus who do you think is going to win.
For the athletes?
Yeah, like you don't really have stuff for that, or do you? Because we just skipped. We went through a bunch of them. I forgot to ask.
It's fine. I have a record of it, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. Best esports game: Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Fortnite, League of Legends, and Valorant.
This is the hard one.
So this one's difficult because Valorant,
No.
because the steam it's getting. It's not the big. Yeah, you're right. You're like, it's not that big. But I'm knowing the hype train that Valorant's gotten. I think that might be a contender.
So you said best esports game,
Yeah.
right? So if you read the thing, it says for the game that has delivered the best overall esports experience to players, inclusive of tournaments, community support, content updates, irrespective of genre or platform.
Oh, gotcha. So it's not Valorant, it's League. So I'm picking League. Oh no, wait, because Fortnite does a good job with embedded tournaments and stuff inside the game.
You assume the people voting read that. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure they didn't read that. They just saw, what's the thing? Oh, Fortnite is what I think they did.
That most likely is true. Because Fortnite, like a lot of big streamers have quit Fortnite because they're tired of the bugs and things.
I'm picking Fortnite.
But Fortnite, I think, still has more players than League does.
I'm picking Fortnite. Like I just because when you read that out loud, I'm thinking Fortnite still has the best integrated shit. Like their tournaments are in the game. It's not go to this website and register and do all this bullshit. Look, you want to register for a tournament, you load up the game and register and play within the game, not all this other garbage. So I'm like, that is a better option for me in terms of they made an effort into making it within the game. That's just my personal thing.
I'm not gonna include Fortnite right now. It's between CS:GO and League for me.
Okay. How about
I'm
you?
picking League.
You picking League? Randall said, nah, bro. I'm going to guess it's easy points. I don't know what the hell's wrong with Anthony. What you think, Kelsey? Easy points, League?
I mean, CS:GO like has a ton of tournaments throughout the year.
They sure do.
It's a little much personally because they, have Katowice and then ESL and
DreamHack.
DreamHack and then the
And
Intel.
there's like different locations for DreamHack, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with CS:GO.
I mean, CS:GO is like got some really awesome things, but it's like year round. League has some really awesome splits. They do like a spring split, a summer split, and then they have Worlds. I'm kind of torn between CS:GO and League.
Oof, but he can only pick one.
Yeah, I know.
You can go by chance and just flip a coin.
I'm going with CS:GO.
All right.
Copycat.
All right. Now we're done with. Actually, let's do one more thing that's not actually game related. Well, it is, but content creator of the year.
Alana.
I already know who you gonna pick.
Yeah. Everybody here knows what I'm gonna pick. But mine has logic attached to it.
It does?
Yes, for 2 words only.
What?
Fall Guys.
Oh.
Anywho, the nominations are Alana Pierce, J. Ann Lopez, Nick Merckx Kolcheff, Timothy Tim the Tapman Bitar, and Rachel Valkyrie Hofstetter. So I'm going to lock in Tim the Tapman because he made Fall Guys news everywhere when Fall Guys came out.
Why?
His saga of when he ever gonna win a Fall Guys thing reached a social media climax that I have never seen before. Where ESPN was covering him. They made a documentary on it. Like, that is going to be the winner. And if it's not, I'm not gonna eat my sock. So, like, I'm just letting you know that's what I'm picking because it makes the most sense.
That's what makes the most sense. But the thing is, Alana.
So Brian's picking Alana. Okay.
I don't know who Alana Pierce is.
Well, then leave.
She was part of Funhouse for quite a bit. She used to work at IGN. It's like a YouTube channel where like they're content creators. They make funny YouTube videos and stuff. Now she recently left Funhouse and now she's working for Santa Monica Studios.
Yeah, I saw that she left, but I didn't. And she was like all over Reddit and things, but I didn't know who she was. I'm gonna have to go with Tim as well.
You going for Tim? Okay.
Yeah.
Randall, who you said you're going for Tim as well?
I'm going with that, man. Yeah.
All right, Tim. We're on your corner. Brian has a strong bias, but he agrees you should win.
Those are the only 2 that I considered.
Oh, okay. All right, now we're going into the games. Let's start off with most anticipated game. So that's just for like games that are coming out next year.
Most anticipated game?
Yeah, we have Elden Ring, God of War 2, whatever the sequel is.
Ragnarok.
Wait, it's not an official yet, but I'm assuming it's going to be called Ragnarok as well.
It said in the thing.
Well,
it said Ragnarok.
It says Ragnarok is coming. It doesn't say God of War Ragnarok.
You don't even know.
Randall acts like he's a journalist. Hello?
I am.
Halo Infinite.
I don't even see this.
It's not on there?
That's a Stevie Wonder impression.
I don't think Anthony's going in order of how it looks on the website.
Yeah, I know, but I'm like,
I'm not.
I'm scrolling.
I'm not going through the list. I'm sorry. I'm not going in order. It's just...
I know that. I've been following along by finding whatever the thing is. But you said what best anticipated?
Most anticipated game.
I don't remember that either. Did they add it?
It's not even. They don't have that on the Game Awards website.
Uh-oh.
What?
I don't remember
on
for that.
thegameawards.com/nominees anticipated.
It's not on there?
No.
We should just vote in case they add it.
Then where did you get your
From a wiki that has all the nominations.
Oh, I thought you went to the website.
That was faster for me to just read the text instead of scrolling through pictures and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that and it the thegameawards.com doesn't also tell you like who they're with. It just says Zephyr, lol, Grabs, lol, and it's like, okay, what fucking team? Like that makes a big difference.
That does, yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. I got it from a wiki that listed all of that.
All right. I mean, we can do this one. I don't know if it's actually going to be on there, but let's go for it.
I mean, why not? Yeah, I guess we get to put it on there. We have Elden Ring, which I think is the SquareSoft.
That's the From Software.
The From Software game that's coming out. God of War 2, which we all know is the Ragnarok from the teaser we saw. Halo Infinite, the Horizon Forbidden West, which is Horizon Zero Dawn sequel. Resident Evil Village, which is the new Resident Evil coming out. They've been teasing in a bunch of PlayStation trailers, and then the Breath of the Wild sequel.
This is easy for me. I'm pretty sure it's Breath of the Wild 2.
I think it's Breath of the Wild 2 as well. That everyone's more excited about. But that's just me. So me and Brian are going Breath of the Wild 2. That's going to win, Randall. I'm not saying that's what I'm anticipating.
No, I'm sucking my teeth because I'm like, I know what I want to pick, but is it the logical decision to make?
Honestly, so this is what I think. I'm going to order from what I think is what's furthest from winning to what I think is gonna be likely. Halo Infinite, I don't think anyone gives a shit, to be honest with you.
I don't think it's not enough to get the most anticipated.
Second, no one gives a shit about, I think, God of War 2.
Ooh, over Resident Evil?
Resident Evil has a big fan base, even with casual gamers.
Oh yeah, even with the shit games, people still play it.
Yeah.
So that's true.
I don't know.
listen,
I mean, God of War won, Game of the Year 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like God of War is I don't know why you put it that low.
Yeah.
for God of War
If
2,
anything, I would-
anticipated for a return character, Chris Redfield's back in Resident Evil, right?
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild 2, the entire Nintendo fan base.
Yeah.
If you know what Nintendo is, you're probably excited for Breath of the Wild.
Uh-huh.
Move. Horizons are debatable. That can be swapped with Guild Wars. God of War 2.
Guild Wars.
I think the top three most likely are Resident Evil, Breath of the Wild, or Elden Ring. Because From Software people, it's like a cult.
Yeah, everyone who's played From Software games are like they're making another game. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Elden Ring.
You
Like,
going
don't get me.
Elden Ring?
I think it's a toss. Personally, to me, it's a toss up between God of War and Elden Ring. I think God of War is probably gonna win, but I want Elden Ring to win, so I'm going with Elden Ring.
Okay. And then Randall, why he's looking at me because he doesn't know why I haven't hit this yet. God of War 2, right? Yeah. So do you guys want to go with what you want to be the most intense to win it? As well, because now we're actually going into games and stuff. You God of War. So Randall's got his God of War. Kelsey, you said you Elden Ring. It's the one you want to win.
Yeah,
And then
Elden
Brian.
Ring's the one I want to win. I mean,
Yeah.
it looks fantastic. I'm sure the thing is with the God of War. I don't know. They haven't really. All they've dropped is the
Ragnarok is
possibility that
coming.
something's supposed to be coming out. Like Elden Ring and several of the others all have something behind them, versus that. And then Halo Infinite 343 Studios is fucked up, beyond repair at this point.
Oh no, I can't wait for Halo Infinite. That trailer they showed, I'm like, game. It's open world now. I can drive around and do shit like with missions. I was game, but the internet did not like it for some reason.
I didn't know
I
didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, you haven't seen the gameplay trailer?
I've only seen when they announced it.
No, the gameplay
Yeah, I
trailer they
haven't seen
showed.
the gameplay trailer.
I was like,
all I know
I'm
is-
all about
All I
this.
know is in a trailer I can pretend to be Spencer, and then I saw the announcement. That's
Yeah,
all I
like
know.
that stuff you can zip around. They opened up the map and it's huge. You can go do objectives and stuff. Like I was all about it, but the internet said they hated it for some reason. And I'm like, okay, then I guess I'm by myself on this.
Give me 1 second.
No problem.
No, you don't have that.
He already answered though. He wanted Elden Ring. Brian, what did you say?
I want Horizon. I want Horizon.
Horizon to win.
That was my Breath of the Wild, essentially.
I want God of War to win it. I want God of War to win, but I don't know if it's gonna win. I haven't played Breath of the Wild once, so I don't have that
I
That
just don't
connection?
see- I think it gets dwarfed by everything else on there.
Gotcha. Best debut game. We'll repeat it when he gets here. We gotta keep it moving. We're already 2 hours in. Carry On, which is the game where you're like a evil mutant thing that eats things along the way. Mortal Shell. Elsie's definitely not gonna pick that. Raji and Ancient Epic, Roki, and Phasmophobia.
I think the last one.
So I'm gonna go ahead and vote for Phasmophobia.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
All right, we're
talking about
we're-
debut.
Yes, sir. So you want to go through? You already know the nominations, or you want me to go through?
I pulled up the wiki,
Okay.
so that I can see it as well.
All right. Since I already went through it, me and Brian are voting for Phasmophobia,
I am too.
and Randall.
What a follower.
Oh, Brian, look what he got in his mouth.
I haven't had Oreos in maybe a year. Like just raw Oreos.
Yeah, Brian, I need you to do that. You did this,
An
Brian.
entire year.
I want to say so. Maybe even longer.
If you say so, that's crazy.
I'm going with Phasmophobia.
All right.
What a follower.
Moving
we
on.
did the order, so it says Bark.
The next category is best multiplayer: Animal Crossing: New Horizons, Among Us, Call of Duty Warzone, Fall Guys, and Valorant.
I think Among Us is gonna win.
But
So-
yeah, I want Fall Guys to win,
Yeah.
but I think Among Us is gonna win. No, I'm sorry. I think I can't remember what I put. I know I said I want Fall Guys to win, but I think I think I said Animal Crossing is probably gonna win.
For best multiplayer?
Isn't it multiplayer?
It is, but like the multiplayer parts of it, I think it could have been done differently.
Yeah, but you gotta think about like
Animal
how many
Crossing?
people are playing that game.
Yeah, a lot of people. They live with whatever they got. That's just gonna happen. You bought it, so
yeah. I think it's gonna be
Okay.
Animal Crossing, but I want Fall Guys to win.
okay.
I'm gonna go with Among Us because they had AOC playing it. So,
Brian, same thing.
Yeah, I said it first.
Okay, Brian, but I didn't hear you.
Pissed.
Fuck. I'm gonna go with Fall Guys. I want Fall Guys to win, and I think Fall Guys is gonna win. But that's just me. And everyone already mentioned theirs. Best sports and racing. So,
I don't even know what I voted for this.
Dirt 5, F1 2020, NBA 2K21, FIFA 21, and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2.
I don't
Honestly?
even know why FIFA's on here.
That's what I was gonna go for. I think FIFA's gonna win.
I want Dirt 5 to win because I like the Dirt series. Who's going to win?
Is this all current gen or next gen?
Current gen.
Just Gen.
They
Just
don't
the
do
game.
gens. They just do the game.
Because NBA 2K21 is different between
They
current and
didn't.
next gen.
They don't allude to it. They just say NBA 2K21. I would say it's safe to say current gen because they don't make the Cyberpunk is nowhere on here. So I'm assuming there's a deadline of game releases, and it probably happened before the consoles came out. That's assuming. Nothing to do with anything, but I hope you all have an excellent holiday. Also, Brian's current do is sick. Look for him, and Anthony needs to shave that shit. Yo, facts. I know. I'm doing the no shave November thing, so I'll shave it like near the end of the month, you know. And you too, man. I hope you have a good holiday, dude.
All right, so 1, I hope you have a better holiday. Excellent. Too low for me. All right. 2nd, appreciate it. This is I Don't Give a Fuck Since March by Brian De La Rosa.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's who he's wearing.
That's what I'm wearing.
So yeah, I'm going with Dirt. I just want Dirt 5 because I love the Dirt series, and I like that they went back to regular racing instead of like, I don't know. I just like Dirt 5.
Yeah, but you're pulling it off. You do fine.
I'm just gonna go with that. So what do you guys think?
I think FIFA.
You think FIFA?
The original Tony Hawk's
Were
Tony Hawk games
fantastic.
were
Yes.
like, don't get me wrong, I am a huge fan. I still have all of my originals, and I still listen to all of the songs off of there. You know, like most of the time, I would just put the game on just to like listen to the music while I was doing something else. I don't know that the remake
I think
really
it's just-
got as
It's just nostalgia. Like I don't think they.
Yeah.
I don't know if that remaster will be. Yo, this is the best like sports/racing thing. You know.
Mhm. FIFA, EA it's EA. They're getting a lot of shit, especially for their Switch ports.
Yeah.
Where they're basically just copying and pasting the same game over and over again. FIFA's probably going to be the one that wins because it's like their largest seller aside from like the Madden series.
Those are facts. That thing sells worldwide, dude. Especially
NBA
in Europe.
2K, like it's an awesome game. I don't think it has as big of a following.
Well, Randall was telling me that the current gen one was ass.
That's
Yeah.
what they were saying.
That
But
it
they
was-
said next gen is fire.
So like we're getting two different versions here that are different. So we don't know. That's going to be a wild card.
That was weird.
I'm just
hearing you
going
say
off of what I
fire.
remember from NBA 2K. Like, I mean, it used to be a huge name. It used
Yeah.
to be like definitely the competitor with anything that EA came out with.
Yep.
You know, there was definitely like a cult following of 2K or whatever.
It was NBA Live. Was yes.
Yeah, NBA Live. The F1 stuff.
It's like in
I
its
don't
own
really-
realm. Like
Yeah,
they
like,
say
I don't-
it sells on Steam. Like every time I see F1 coming out, they sell. They make more every year. So I don't know what the deal is with that.
What's the category?
Best sports/racing. That's just why I thought it was weird that Tony Hawk was in there.
That's a sport. Skateboard.
Yeah, the X Games, and
It's just, but it's not. The game isn't built that way. Like you're not. I guess no. There is missions you do competitions. Never mind.
yeah,
Yeah, there is.
competitions.
I forgot. I'm sorry. There's point one. Like you do a round, get a certain amount of points.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
I'm
So what's
gonna go with Dirt 5 as well. I honestly think it's gonna be FIFA, but I really kind of want Dirt 5 to win.
I know that soccer fans are a cult, so that's why I went with FIFA.
Gotcha. How about you, Randall? I think Randall's fighting in his head. He's like, if it's the next gen version, then NBA is gonna win. That's what his face is. Look at his fucking face. He's like, if it's next gen, NBA is gonna
I'm
win.
going with NBA 2K.
Ooh. Watch Randall get the point too.
I never feel confident about these things.
All right, best sim. This is gonna be an easy pick for me because of the tech used behind it. So, best sim / strategy: Crusader Kings 3, Desperados 3, Gears Tactics, Microsoft Flight Simulator, and XCOM Chimera Squad.
This one's tough for me.
For me, it's gonna be Microsoft Flight Simulator because the way they have everything set up, actually flying the plane, the accessibility of you can just play like you're playing an arcade game, or actually simulate each knob, all that stuff is in there. The terrain that's being loaded is loaded from the cloud, so you have a temporary cache in your computer of world terrain, and it gets downloaded and replaced depending on your flight. Brian, I know it's all tech stuff, but when I started looking to how they got it to work, I'm all about it.
Anthony, see, this is why you're always in last, because you're saying what you want.
Yeah,
No one gives a fuck about this game.
you're right, but I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna pick it.
I'm not saying that's not the insult their
Actually,
game, but
this Flight Simulator has a huge following behind it. It's like gotten a lot of coverage.
more than an entire new Gears game that has 4 colors this time.
And also,
Yeah,
I think
I'm going with Gears Tactics.
Okay.
Yeah.
But also, didn't XCOM Chimera Squad turn out to be good as well, or no?
I mean, XCOM games overall are good, but I just know that the Gears fanboys, they say Gears, and then they do like a metaphorical just
Chainsaw, like,
chainsaw.
hello? Yeah.
You guys get it, dude.
But that's tactics, though. I don't think that's the same.
A
I
fri-
don't know
yeah,
if they overlap.
people who don't like those kind of games, that was their window. And I know a friend of mine who used to try to play Gears competitively, saw Gears in the name of that, and he tried it. He's like, yo, I fork with it.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know.
How about you, Rand?
I'm going with Flight Simulator.
Let's get it, bro. Let's go.
Watch me be wrong. Watch Flight Simulator be the one.
So which one do you... Yeah, what are you picking, Brian? I'm sorry.
I already told you Gears, Jack.
Oh, I thought Kelsey just said
He
Gears.
did, but I also said it.
Oh.
Slut.
And that's what
Yeah,
you want to
I
win
have
as
a
well?
feeling I have a feeling that the Flight Sim is gonna win, but
You
I'm really
want
hoping
Gears?
that it's Gears.
Yeah.
What I want to win, just because I enjoyed XCOM games, is XCOM Chimera Squad, but I think it's going to be Gears.
What about you, Kelsey? Not Kelsey, Randall. Sorry. I looked at
Wow.
Randall's
I
like
want
Kelsey.
Tactics to win because I saw Kelsey playing and I really enjoyed it.
Gotcha.
But I've heard a lot of people talking about Flight Simulator, and I've
I still need
seen
to-
like
I-
how it looks, and it looks amazing.
It's the tech, dude. That when I started looking into what they use for rendering engine, how are they doing the everything? I'm like, they did an immaculate work. The terrain
I
loading,
still need to
all
finish
of that.
Tactics.
Isn't it? Oh no, it's not co-op. It's single player.
No, if it was co-op, I would have been playing it with them.
Best family game: Animal Crossing: New Horizons.
Yep.
Crash Bandicoot 4: It's About Time. Fall Guys. Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. Minecraft Dungeons. Paper Mario: The Origami King.
Definitely no.
I know every person who I've known personally who bought Origami King have stopped playing it. So I don't think it's Paper Mario.
Animal Crossing.
I'm going to pick. Brian's right. I think I just vote for what I want to win instead of
That's
what
why
I'm
you're
thinking.
always in last.
Yeah, I think so. So I'm gonna vote again for what I want to win because I personally love this game a lot. It scratches my Diablo itch in a way in a very accessible way.
Dungeons.
Minecraft Dungeons is gonna be my pick.
Nobody plays that game anymore. Like everybody was like, "Oh my god, it's like really cool."
I know.
And then the next day they were like, "What? What game is that?"
Yeah, I know. I know all of this going in.
The game
Fall
was
Guys
fun.
is probably gonna win. You know what? Let me be safe. You're right. I'm not throwing this.
I want Fall Guys to win, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be Animal Crossing.
Anthony, don't second guess yourself.
Don't second guess myself.
You gotta commit.
Fuck, I'll commit to
If you're
Minecraft
gonna commit to
Dungeons.
your stupid answer, then at least
Yeah,
have the balls to stick.
you're right.
There you go. Watch you be wrong. Watch you be Fall Guys.
I'm gonna be really upset. I think so. I'm voting for Minecraft because I wanted to win, but I think Fall Guys is gonna win.
I think it's between Fall Guys and Animal Crossing, to be honest with you.
It is. It's definitely between Fall. Like it's gonna be a coin flip between Animal Crossing and Fall Guys.
I just don't see Fall Guys as a family game because then you have to eventually drown your family to get the W.
Yeah, but when you're playing with a family, they don't care. They just see the bright, like it's kids. They see the bright colors and laugh at the ragdoll physics and the boink and the funny music.
Can you play Animal Crossing
like-
on the same system?
Yes,
And can you do that with Family Guys? With Fall Guys?
I don't know. Maybe on the console, on PC, I don't think so.
Like
On P-
that's what I'm really confused about. Like with Fall Guys it doesn't have local multiplayer that I know of. You know, where you like can load everybody up on one screen and play. I didn't think.
On
Unless that's
PC,
just the
no.
PC.
But maybe the PS4 does. I don't. That's a good question. We should look that up.
You know what game I wanted to be on here?
What?
Moving Out.
Those are facts because that was fun. It didn't make the cut though.
I'm gonna go with Animal Crossing just because
It was a sensation over the quarantine. So,
yeah.
how about you, Randall? You said Animal Crossing,
What a follower.
and then
I said it first.
Yeah, Liar said it first.
my dumbass is Minecraft done. What y'all gonna laugh at me when they're like, "Oh, best family, Animal Crossing." Duh, Anthony. Oh,
I don't know.
all right, Brian. This is you. Best fighting game.
I already
Rambo-
ranted about this. Awful selection. What a shitty year for. And then there's games that didn't even come out. It's the Buy This Again edition with the fucking Mortal Kombat's and the Street Fighters.
But Street Fighter was like the best fighting game ever.
Can I list the
one?
nominations first?
And then
Okay.
go for it. Yeah.
Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, which was actually, side note, was really fun to watch when you were in that tournament. Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate Edition, Street Fighter 5 Champion Edition, One Punch Man, A Hero Nobody Knows, and Under Night in Birth EXE late open bracket CI-R close bracket.
Pronounced clear.
No, that's how I'm reading it how it's supposed to be written.
Uh-oh.
I don't even know what the fuck.
That last one is
Yeah.
In Mortal Kombat.
It's a niche
You pick-
fighting game. The thing that upsets me, so this version, the one before it was called latest, this one's clear, right?
Okay.
This is what they added. Patch notes, which again that's pretty cool. You don't need to add that with the new version of the game. And one character.
That's it?
Balance and one character.
Well, it might be a small team.
That being said, if I were to pick just which one's the better fighting game, that would be the one I'd pick. That's what I want to win.
Which one? Grand Blue?
But no, Under Night.
Oh,
No.
so you want... Oh,
That's what I would want to win.
Okay, so which one are you
It's
picking?
not
This?
gonna win. Honestly, it's probably gonna be Mortal Kombat.
So, what a follower.
I'm a follower, dude.
I'm gonna pick again. This is me wanting again. I'm picking on one again because Grand Blue Fantasy is like the newest game and it looked really cool and it's just the new thing this year. Like Brian was saying, there's just Ultimate Editions on here, an early access game I think, and then One Punch Man as a fighting game. And I don't know that much about One Punch Man as a fighting game, so
arenas. What I voted for out of principle because this is for games that came out that year, not games that got an expansion that year. So when I voted for myself, I voted for Grand Blue. That's the only full game that came out.
yeah,
this year.
I'm gonna vote for that because hopefully I'm gonna go for that.
And even then, it only came out this year in the U.S. because it came out last year in Japan.
Gotcha.
But that's the only one that didn't try to cover their shit by making you pay for more of the game that should have been there.
All right, so Kelsey, the last one. What are you thinking, man?
I'm going with Grand Blue because I really hate when they put.
You just go, bro. Yeah, we on here.
Like, I think Mortal Kombat's going to be the one that wins because I really haven't heard anything good about Street Fighter 5. Like, especially, starting with.
Brian reminds us.
One Punch Man is a fighting game. I don't even know. I don't know anything about Under Night. Mortal Kombat, is still doing, I think they're still doing releases of characters and
This
Mortal
team-
Kombat's been around forever,
Yeah.
and it's it's got a massive following. But I think Grand Blue is going to take it just because it's new. It's got cool characters, and yeah.
The only reason why I advise against that is the same reason I would advise against Under Night. These are niche and so fighting games are already niche genre. Now you're picking the one that's like the hipster underground anime niche games. Those are the two that 7 people would know.
But I'm gonna vote like the heart of the cards, like Yugi.
Yeah.
I'm going in there.
Yeah, but Yugi never duels by himself. He summons a pharaoh to do it for him.
Oh, those are facts. So that's it for that. Best role playing. All right, this is you, Kelsey. I mean, granted, I don't think. Yeah, I think you played one or two of these already. Best role playing: Final Fantasy VII Remake, Genshin Impact, Persona. Bless you. Persona 5
Actually come
Royal.
through, or did you just see me?
I saw you like quickly react, and I'm like, is he fighting the cat? But then I'm like, oh, he just sneezed.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
just trying to get the mic out of the way.
yeah. I thought like you were fighting something, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go through the internet and help. You know,
He vomited and stuff.
that would have been really funny. Persona 5 Royal, Wasteland 3, and Yakuza Like a Dragon.
So I can tell you what doesn't deserve it, and that's Wasteland 3. That was the one where I was, so I'm in a farm.
Oh, that's what that was. That's right.
I'm picking Final Sanity.
Okay.
My other issues, almost the same issues I had with the fighting game one. Final Fantasy Remake. You're trying to say the best role-playing game is chapter 1 of a game?
Oh,
Yeah, that's I kind
also-
of have a problem with that. Is like they at least completely redid the game. It's not like, oh,
a copy.
we're gonna just take the game and post it over here. They at least didn't. This is like a massive update to it. But yes, it is only like part 1. It's not a full remake.
And then the other issue I had was Persona 5 Royal. They redid some mechanics of the original game and added one more character.
Oh. So I'm going off of you guys. I actually
I'm
think
going Genshin Impact, to be honest with you.
That's what I was actually
Yep.
gonna say too.
I'm going Genshin because Genshin became this free-to-play phenomenon for everyone. Everyone was playing it. It's anime waifus. Everyone was all over it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it
Genshin
still
Impact
has...
has a ton to it. You get all these different characters. You can switch between them. Yakuza has a massive following. Like everybody really likes the Yakuza games that have played them. But I think Genshin's gonna steal this one.
Same.
Plus, that one recently came out like last week.
Yeah,
Yakuza
Yakuza
game.
came out recently, so. So, Randall, you sticking with Final Fantasy?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the one you want to win as well? What do you want? Yakuza.
No, I think I wanted Final Fantasy to win.
Oh, okay.
Remember, he's a cloud man.
Ooh, this is gonna be fucking rough for me.
These next two are gonna be really, really rough.
Best action adventure: Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Ghost of Tsushima, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and The Last of Us Part 2. Holy fuck, boys. We're in
Fallen
the big
Order
leagues.
is the one that you and I played, right, Randall?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
picking.
this is
No, before what we think, this is what I want to hear everyone's now. Before what we think's gonna win, which one do you want to win?
I want Miles Morales to win.
Oh, okay.
Anthony, you know how I feel about that horse. The best looking thing in that game.
Oh, so Ghost of Tsushima, you want to win? That's
For the
interesting.
horse.
Okay. Kelsey?
I've only played Fallen Order out of this list.
But you've seen
know?
but you've seen gameplay of the rest though. Right? Like
I mean,
people
I
stream
saw
it.
gameplay of The Last of Us Part 2. I've seen a little bit of gameplay for Valhalla, but I haven't really wanted to watch any of it because I want to play it and experience it myself.
That's a good move.
And I've not seen gameplay of Ghost of Tsushima
You know
other
what?
than
I have to-
small snippets.
Got you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to change my. I'm gonna have to go with Ghost because I've actually played that game. I haven't played Miles Morales.
As your want to win?
Yeah.
Okay. For my want to win,
Valhalla.
not yet. Because Brian, I don't know if I've said this when the first one came out. I love Ori.
I forgot that was on there.
Ori and the Will of the Wisps is the one I want to win. Because it's a smaller Metroidvania game. It always gets overshadowed by these fucking AAA games that are just monument. But Ori and the Will of the Wisp.
So, since you always go with what you want and then get last, you
Yeah.
go with that?
I'm going, yes. I don't think it's going to win because look at the colossal fucking people that are to win. I'm giving away this point.
Watch this be the year Anthony gets every one of them right.
I'm going to pick Ori because I love Ori and I love that series. So and it's to be up against all of these fucking megalodons. That should tell you something.
It's a
Yeah,
show.
I mean that's pretty impressive because everything else is triple, quadruple A studios.
Yeah, people did blood sacrifices to get this game out. And
Yeah.
then there's Ori. We're just trying to have fun, guys. It's a vibe.
It's a vibe. So I'm going to. I want it to win, and I don't think it's going to win. I don't know what is going to win, but I want Ori to win. So I'm voting for that. So, Kelsey, did you say who you wanted to win yet?
No.
Okay.
I don't even know what I want. I don't even know who I want to win because like I said, I've only played Fallen Order.
Fallen Order, yeah.
You know.
The ones that I think are gonna win is between Ghost and Spider-Man because people saw Spider-Man, and the fact that that's there means that they want to vote for it. But I'm gonna go with Ghost of Tsushima despite me not hearing anything after it came out like a month later.
That's what you want, or are you picking who you think is
That's
going
what that's what I'm picking in defense mode.
Oh, okay. So Brian's going for Tsushima.
Prettiest horse in gaming.
You going for Tsushima to win?
Prettiest horse in gaming. Name a better horse.
And then Kelsey, what you falling with? I don't know if you said.
Noble.
I'm going with Valhalla because I've heard a lot of really good things about
Kelsey,
it.
you're not ready, dude. You're not. I'm clearing my first area. When I get to review this game, it's gonna be gushing. So far.
Because I've heard like a lot of like not only positive things about the game itself, but it's also kind of going back to the roots of being an Assassin's game to an extent.
With aggression.
Yes, it's not like the original. It's not like Ezio.
No.
But it is like it's more than 3 and 4, or Black Flag, I guess.
Yes, Black Flag is 4.
But it's like it plays sort of like Odyssey mixed with 2.
And they remove some RPG elements in a way that I like. We'll get to one. That's another discussion. All right, that's not. So we're sticking with Kelsey. You're doing Valhalla. Brian and Randall are doing Ghost of Tsushima, and of course the idiot is going with Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
I honestly really want you to win this one, just so that you can be like, "Fuck yeah!"
Yeah, dude.
Side note, I don't know how true this is, but this is what I just found out. Allegedly, they're only selling disc versions on Walmart
for tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
but the page for the digital says the code check at 9.
Yeah.
So why would they lie?
I don't know.
That sounds like someone's like, if nobody goes and checks, I'll get one.
Yeah, it does sound like that.
Get out of here. So best action game. Here we go, Kelsey.
This is
This is hard for me because I'm already hearing the guitar. Best action.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Hades is an amazing game. I like the replayability. I think it's awesome. But you hear that music and you're just like sitting
there's
there,
an adrenaline
headbanging.
So what we'll get? Hold on. Best action: Doom Eternal, Hades, Half-Life Alyx, Neo 2, and Streets of Rage 4.
So real quick, everybody that I know of that's played Alyx has actually said it is very well done.
Mm-hmm.
There have been no complaints. There's nothing that's like it's like it's whatever. No, like it's awesome.
A proper
I can't wait
VR
to play
game.
it. Yes, they have put a ton of work into this as a VR game, and it's just absolutely amazing. My vote's still for Doom Eternal, but
So for want to win.
Wants to win?
Yeah,
Doom
what do you guys
Eternal.
want? Doom Eternal. Randall. What do you want to win the best action? Well, what he's thinking, Brian, what do you want to win for best action?
Do you really disrespect me by asking me that
Yeah,
question?
because I think you're a huge Half-Life Alyx fan, so.
You get the first 2 letters, right?
Yeah. So you want Hades, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
What I want to win?
So what you're voting for?
Doom Eternal. Let's Doom Eternal. There's a certain fucking level of adrenaline playing that game that to me is the action. It's nonstop. As soon as the arena starts and you're shooting shit, you cannot stand still. Granted, Hades, there's sections of like this the same way, but there's something else about Doom Eternal. There's this level of aggression that's there.
I want Streets of Rage to win just for nostalgic and because it's the underdog in that list.
It is, but that says something about Streets of Rage 4 because look at its competition.
But I think it's going to be. I think the top 2 is between Hades and
Doom Eternal.
When I did my own voting, there's only one category I didn't vote for Hades. It wasn't this. It was soundtrack, and I gave that to Doom.
Okay, that's fair.
That's
fair.
a safe bet.
That's fair.
Now,
but Hades has some good songs.
no, I'm not saying it doesn't. But I'm saying is
okay.
what Chief Keef did to me when I listened to Status is what it did. What the Doom soundtrack did for anyone playing the game.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
You have Brian. Oh my god, dude.
It's just gonna hurt me to say, but I think Doom's gonna win this.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with as well.
But I just wanted to be clear that I voted for Hades here.
And Kelsey, you're going for Doom Eternal that you think you're gonna win. That's gonna win.
Yeah.
And Randall, Doom Eternal. Yeah, that is action.
Again, Super Giant. I didn't mean that it's better than your game. I didn't mean that. That's what I think people are gonna pick.
Next one is innovation and accessibility. We have Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Grounded, Hyperdot, The Last of Us Part 2, and Watch Dogs Legion. I have no idea.
I don't know what this means.
This is like how much effort they put in to have like accessibility options.
Oddworld,
Watch
Age
Dogs.
Odyssey.
You think
Watch Dogs?
you going Watch Dogs? I'm gonna follow. That was a very confident pick. I'm following that. So
Accessibility.
what you think, Brian? What you thinking?
I know a lot of kids played Grounded as well, so I'm gonna go Grounded.
You going Grounded? What about you, Kelsey?
He looks lost.
Innovation and accessibility.
Yeah, like either designing the game or having a bunch of like integrations or efforts into having it more accessible, like those options and stuff. Like I guess the disabled or whatever the case is.
I don't really know anything. I don't really know.
Me neither.
So I'm just gonna go with Valhalla.
All right. Boom. All right. I'm okay. Everyone knows here that I'm not a fan of VR or AR
Why?
because I've used VR and I've tried some AR. The AR stuff is usually I gravitate more towards AR instead of VR. So, best VR and AR, which is virtual reality / augmented reality. Dreams, Half-Life Alyx, Iron Man VR, Star Wars Squadrons, and The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners.
I'm going with Alex. In defense mode.
I want Star Wars to win, but I'm gonna have to go with Alex as well.
Yeah. You literally just said exactly what I wanted to say. I want Star Wars to win, but I think Half-Life's going to take, like, landslide victory.
Did you guys claim Elite Dangerous, by the way?
Yes, I did. So me and Randall and then Brian said, oh, what about you, Kelsey? We're all on Half-Life Alyx that we're thinking we're going to win, and then me and Randall said Squadrons that we want to win.
For VR,
Yes.
I think Squadrons is gonna win
What?
because everybody that I've talked to, they put in tons of hours into
The VR mode in Squadrons?
Mm-hmm.
But compared to a complete VR game, I mean, designed for VR. 'Cause I mean, not that Squadron wasn't, but you're still the entire time. Where in Alex, you're picking up, messing with physics.
Is
Like-
Dreams the
Yeah,
medium?
but in Star Wars, you're flying a ship, man, and you're
Yeah.
in space in a space fight.
Oh, that's also
Is
valid.
Dreams the Meteor Molecule game?
Yes.
I'm surprised. That's the other one I think might win then. Between those two.
I'm gonna stick with Squadrons for this one.
Okay, that's fair. It is space. All right, best community support: Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Fall Guys, Fortnite, No Man's Sky, and Valorant.
All guys.
Want and think, or which one? Or
Both.
both? Oh shit! Okay.
I think because I mean they've been really cool, like with their community support. You
Yeah,
know,
they have
like
been.
responding and things, like especially with the whole Cheaters Island thing. I think that's awesome.
true. That is very true.
You know,
that's a good point.
I think Fall Guys is going to take this one. Destiny, I don't give a fuck about Destiny 2. Apex Legends has done a great job. They've done a lot of updates and things.
I mean, they added
Fortnite-
crossplay finally, so like
Yeah. Fortnite, you know, like
they've always. I don't know if it's community support. It's more. It's a really good ongoing game because they always have seasons, crazy updates
Yeah.
and stuff.
I don't think it's the company supporting the community. I think it's community supporting their game for this one.
let me pull up the game
The
awards.
description.
Either way, I'm going under Destiny. That's what I think's gonna win.
You think Destiny's gonna win that?
hmm
Why?
It's still alive, isn't it?
Gross.
Yeah, but you said community supports it, so you think
Yeah.
it's that?
Think about it. Someone's pushing it so they can afford to make another expansion.
Well, I mean, but Fortnite makes bajillions of dollars, so that would be the most community support.
So best community support says recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game updates and patches.
No,
I'm
that's
going
them.
with Fall Guys.
Yeah, it's them to the customer, not the customer to them.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Destiny still.
Okay, hey, that's your point, bro. I'm going with Fall Guys as well. Again, this has been a crazy year for that developer. So, how about you, Randall? Same, Fall Guys. If Brian wins this fucking category, yo,
There's no way.
Yeah, best mobile game, Among Us, Call of Duty Mobile, Genshin Impact, Legends of Runeterra, Pokemon Cafe Mix. Now, I know we don't all play mobile games, but I can tell you from numbers of downloaded installs, amount of revenue coming in, these are all top tier. Like, Call of Duty makes a crap load of money on mobile. Among Us, we know what kind of year Among Us had this year. Genshin Impact, it's on mobile as well, so we know what kind of impact they've had this year. Legends of Runeterra, isn't that the idol thing?
No, that's
Or is
the
that
card game.
the card game.
Which is what I want to win. No, I'm gonna vote for Genshin, but I want Legends of Runeterra to win.
Gotcha.
And
I'm
to go
voting
back
for
real
Among
quick,
Us.
Anthony,
Go for it.
Bryant's already used up all of his luck with getting the N7 case and the PS5. There's no way he's going to win best community support. Okay,
Oh.
let's just be honest with ourselves. here.
Facts. Facts.
Somehow something's gonna make it so that Hades loses all its nominations.
Don't say that, because there's some stuff they actually deserve.
No. I'm saying like they remove him as a nominee.
Oh, okay.
That's what my luck's gonna to balance it out.
Gotcha. I'm gonna go with Call of Duty Mobile, and I wanted to because from what I've heard of mobile, it's a fun Call of Duty game on your phone that you can plug in a controller and it's like you're playing a Call of Duty. So having that on the go seems cool, and I think that has a bigger following, maybe. But Genshin Impact also has had quite the year. But I think Call of Duty Mobile.
So I gotta uninstall Genshin from my computer. It's too simple for me.
Gotcha.
I'm going to have to go with Genshin Impact because I've heard really good things about its transition from, PC to mobile, like being able just to log in and out, play, and whatever.
Oh yeah, it's cross progression. So like if you can play on your PC, on PS4, and on the mobile, and your save goes with you.
I tested
If
this too.
they released it to the Switch, that would be amazing.
Oof,
I
that's
tested
big
this
facts.
as well. I downloaded it on my phone first, and I stopped just in some random woods, not even out of town. Then I installed it on my computer, loaded up the next day in the same fucking woods. So I was surprised by that.
Okay, so we're going with best indie game.
I
Carry On, Fall Guys, Hades, Spelunky 2, Spiritfarer.
Hades for both.
So for me, yes. What I want to win, Hades. What I'm thinking is going to win, it has to be Hades. As much as I love Fall Guys and as much as like it took the world by storm, it's got to be Hades.
Spiritfarer, I enjoyed that game. I still haven't played it again, but I enjoyed the time that I spent on that game. But Zagman.
How about you, Randall? What are you thinking? Well, he thinks. Hey, Kelsey, what you thinking of best indie here?
All right,
I'm
oh
going
man.
with Hades.
What?
Hades.
You're going to Hades to win? Is that the one you want to win too?
Yeah.
Okay. You're up, Kelsey. Last but not least.
Hades, like, don't get me wrong, Hades is awesome. I think
Mhm.
it's an amazing game. I think Fall Guys is going to take this one because the
It's had a-
devs
yeah.
have just been super transparent with everything except for Cheater Island.
Yeah.
But they've been like really all over Twitter. They've the game is
You
blown
know
up.
what? I'm jumping ship.
Fall Guys?
Yeah.
I'm
Sorry.
gonna have to go with Fall Guys for this one.
All right, so it's you and Randall and Fall Guys, me and Brian on Hades. Well, Brian, it's good to die on this ship.
I'm not buying any fucking shit. They just now recently added so you can change your name on Fall Guys.
Yeah.
Hades 1.0. Best game.
Okay.
Oh my god, yo! I think it's true, bro.
I mean, we'll get to that, Randall.
They
I mean,
removed it from the website.
Oh, then maybe. Best ongoing: Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Call of Duty Warzone, Fortnite, and No Man's Sky. Any insta locks? No, yeah, me neither. I don't.
I think Apex is gonna win.
I love crossplay.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, so that's why Apex Fortnite already had it. So what they're ongoing adding is stuff we already seen. Apex finally added it. So I want it to win because they're making the move to hey. But I also can't deny, even though none of us here play it, No Man's Sky.
Destiny 2.
No.
Destiny 2 is also what I thought. I think it's gonna be.
I thought you were gonna say that because like they've apparently turned around how well the game plays and all the content things, making it free to play, transferring to Steam, and then also coming out with that new update or the new DLC.
The new expansion, yeah.
I think it won last year.
Destiny?
I could be wrong. So that's why I think it's between Apex and Destiny. Because Fortnite, maybe it'll win because other kids have access to a computer now, but I never hear anything nice about it besides it exists.
I don't know. Who I want to win is No Man's Sky. Because again, they started off with the worst launch I have ever seen.
I don't know.
And then now there's every update they've added has been free. Granted, if they charged, it'd be a whole debacle. Because like, oh, you're gonna make us buy this after the shit launch. They've added 8-player local co-op, but like a party of people so you can fly around the galaxy, making bases from scratch. They added new aliens and more different types of planets that are randomly generated. I want them to win. Who I think's gonna win? Apex. So I'm gonna vote for Apex to win, but I really wanted No Man's Sky to win because every time it's like, oh, they release a new huge expansion of No Man's Sky, and people play and they're like, yep, it's dope, and then they go quiet again for like another year, and then another new huge update for us, and they just keep I don't know how they're still in business because all their stuff they've been at has been free.
Isn't it on Game Pass?
I think it is, so maybe they do have some deal there, but I'm gonna vote for Apex. I want No Man's Sky to win for best ongoing.
I'm picking Fortnite.
Is that the one you want to win too, or which?
I'm indifferent.
Gotcha. How about you, Brian? Sorry, I know you probably already.
Apex.
Apex is the one you want to win too.
What I don't care about any of these, to be honest with you.
Okay, that's fair.
I think Apex is gonna win.
What about you, Kelsey? Looks like you're doing some mathematics over there.
I mean, No Man's Sky, I don't follow, so I don't really know much about it. Fortnite, I mean, all I ever hear is complaints about how there's more and more bugs and people have stopped playing it, but I mean, they still have a huge fan base. Warzone, a ton of people have been talking a lot of hype about that. Destiny 2 still has a massive fan base, and especially since they made it free to play and on Steam. And then now with the new DLC, I'm pretty sure Destiny 2 is going to win, but I want Apex to win, and I'm going with Apex.
Okay. Boom. Apex. All right, Randall. If you get this Fortnite, you can pull ahead. The only one there.
I was going into these things thinking I'm gonna get absolutely everything wrong.
Brian, I know I'm going to get almost absolutely everything wrong because I pick what I want to win and so what I think is going to win.
Cut to you, Anthony Bola, perfect.
Yeah, games for impact.
I don't even know.
I think this is ones that like have to do with like specific like issues, like people like mental health or something, or like the stories focus on something real, like an actual issue or something.
Games for impact for a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message.
I already know what I'm picking.
So there's If Bound, Kentucky Route Zero, Spiritfarer, Tell Me Why, and Through the Darkest of Times.
Spiritfarer for both.
I'm just gonna follow your lead, to be honest. I haven't played any of these, so.
I mean, it's a game about learning how to move on and coping with death.
I already voted. You don't have to sell me.
I'm bandwagon.
Bandwagon as well. All right, Kelsey,
Spiritfarer is the only one that I know about, and Like I think I've heard some things about Tell Me Why, but I really Spiritfarer is the one that you were playing, weren't that you were
Yeah,
playing
on the
that
mornings.
you kind of
ice
like.
fishing.
It's like relaxing and you just kind of want to sit there and chill. Yeah, I'm going with Spiritfarer.
All right, cool. This will make or break us. All in for one. All right, here we go. Best performance. So this is like the voice, the acting. We have Ashley Johnson as Ellie in The Last of Us Part 2. Laura Bailey as Abby from The Last of Us Part 2. Damn, I'm gonna fucking botch this.
Daisuke
Suji as Jin Sakai from Ghost of Tsushima. Logan Cunningham as Hades from Hades.
Oh, they just limited it to him being Hades?
I guess his performance as Hades.
He does 5 different characters, small flex, whatever.
Najee Jeter as Miles Morales, Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Hades for both.
So who I want to win and who I think is going to win, not the same person.
Who do you want to win?
Who I want to win is Logan Cunningham as Hades. Because boy, I love listening to him just shit on
Everybody.
No, what's his fucking son's name?
Switch with a Z.
Zach, man.
No, Zagreus. Thank you. And that it's just boy, and this is deep resound like you ain't shit. Like, and I'm like, you're right. I'm dying every single time. So like, I want him to win. Who I think is gonna win is gonna be Ashley Johnson as Ellie.
What?
Yes.
I
What's
think it's
funny?
going to be.
I
Laura
don't think
Bailey.
they're going to get any votes.
To be honest with you, Anthony, I think out of the 2 Last of Us, I think Abby would win.
Yeah.
And to be double honest, I think it's only between, in my opinion, between Abby and Hades.
Oh, okay. I'm going for Ashley.
I'm
Again,
going for Hades.
but I want Hades to win.
I already said both
I
of
want
mine.
and picking.
So Brian, I'm sorry. You said you want Hades to win, but you
No,
think
both answers are Hades.
Gotcha. And then Kelsey, who are you going for here?
I'm going both with Hades.
Oof. Oh my god, I can make this is it. I can pull ahead.
Anthony, you are the only person on this planet that enjoyed that game.
It's not about the game, it's about how they perform
Yeah.
in the game. She didn't write it.
Well, I understand what you're saying, but you got to also take into consideration that people who are voting, they look at the game and like, I don't like the game, so everything else is null and void.
That's what I thought. And then with the joystick awards or whatever, Last of Us won like 7, including best PlayStation game and best game of the year.
That's 2?
Last of Us 2 won this.
On the Golden Joystick Awards that happened today, I think, or yesterday.
Are you serious?
So now there's more weight behind. Yeah.
They won. What did they win?
They won best PlayStation game of the year, best game of the year, best storytelling.
Best game of the year?
Best storytelling.
Are you sick? That jump was rigged. That jump was rigged.
Brother's gonna have a great time during this game.
There's no way in the world. That's horseman. Somebody paid somebody.
Oh snap! You think there's collusion happening of the Golden Joysticks?
Nobody likes that game. Man. All you have
I
to do is type in YouTube Last of Us 2 and let the floodgates open up. People hate that game.
Okay, that's the vocal minority.
You know what other game people hated that won a lot of things, Randall? Remember that game where you
The
can't see the
FedEx
guys?
game?
Yeah, the baby FedEx.
Yeah.
That one shit.
I don't know.
So moving on. Best audio design: Doom Eternal, Half-Life Alyx, Ghost of Tsushima, Resident Evil 3, and The Last of Us Part 2. So, I'm torn here.
What's the category?
Best audio design.
Oh, okay.
Now, I'm torn here because I played a lot of Ghost of Tsushima. And when I'm telling you I felt like I was in Tsushima because of the audio, the wind that's flying by, the horse noises as you're galloping through a field of open like grass, you can hear every like step on it.
It even plays through the controller.
Yeah. The sound of the swords clashing armor or gut, like all of that, it felt right. So I want Ghost of Tsushima to win this. I think Doom Eternal might take this.
No, I don't think I don't think audio design. I think you're more on point with Ghost of Tsushima.
For me,
Fuck you then. I'm going with what I want. I'm voting Ghost of Tsushima. This is a ploy. He knows what's gonna win.
for me, the want is Last of Us, because when you play those games, audio, you can say the game story is dog shit. You cannot argue with the audio design in that game.
Those are also facts. They did a really good job with the audio and too.
That's what I want to win. Now the game with the prettiest horse is Ghost of Tsushima, so I gotta go with that.
We're gonna lose an easy point here, Brian.
Why?
Because it's got. I don't think it's gonna be Tsushima that's gonna win. I want it to win. I don't know if it's gonna win though.
I mean, I don't count Doom in it because audio design is just gushing blood. I don't consider the soundtrack as part of the audio design. At least that's why they have separate categories for music and this.
Yeah, you're right.
What else? Alex, I can't comment. Resident Evil 3, Nemesis yelling. Is that what the design
Resident Evil
was?
3 has some. I mean, there's a clip of me stabbing the biggest monster in the world to death. So I mean, that's not right.
Yeah.
You know?
So I honestly think it's between Last of Us and Ghost of Tsushima.
What about you, Randall? You haven't spoke.
Ghost.
For want and you think, or prediction, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Kelsey? Sorry, I don't know if you've answered already.
I feel like.
I mean, I don't know much about most of the other ones. Like The Last of Us Part 2 had a very good audio design that I've heard. But I'm gonna have to go with Ghost of Tsushima. Like Doom Eternal's more about the score and music. It's not necessarily about the design of the audio.
And I kind of feel like the way Bryant feels about the fact that CD Projekt Red didn't make a Witcher. They started from Witcher 2. I feel like it's a shame that Naughty Dog stopped at
Last of Us Part 1.
They should have did it. They should have did a Part 2, but they didn't, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Maybe it's in the works. I heard they released a beta.
I mean, it'd be nice if they did.
And speak of the devil, best score in music. Doom Eternal.
No.
Final Fantasy VII Remake. Hades. Ori and the Will of the Wisps. The Last of Us Part 2. Now, the Insta-locks. I'm going to come out and say again, I'm going to lose this because I'm going to vote with what I want. What I want to win is Ori and the Will of the Wisps. If you haven't sat down and heard that soundtrack, you're doing yourself a disservice. It's great. Who's going to win it? Unfortunately, no offense to Doom Eternal, I love the guitar ripping, but it's probably gonna be Doom Eternal.
You know, Anthony, you're forgetting about the fucking RPG weebs, Anthony. Final Fantasy,
I mean,
aside from the legendary games, I don't think there's anyone who hates the songs from Final Fantasy games.
There isn't a
That's
single Final Fantasy
facts,
that people are like, the music was garbage. Like,
Yeah.
13
Damn, so should
was phenomenal. And 7, I mean, the original music in 7 was incredible. Like, you hear, if you've played 7 and you hear any sort of like
note from it,
yes, you're just like, there it is, So this is a tough choice for me between Doom Eternal and Final Fantasy 7.
Mm-hmm.
I think Final Fantasy 7 is going to take it because they've always had phenomenal scores.
They have great composers, man. The people who work at Square have great composers.
Like, I love the music for Doom, but it's all kind of the same. It's just heavy metal, heavy thrash metal. You're just in there to slam your head against demons and kick ass. Like, that's Doom.
Let's get facts in the chat because he's speaking gospel to me right now. Brian, did you vote yet? No, you haven't.
I didn't vote.
What did you want to? What do you want to?
What I wanted to. So I voted for Doom because literally. So if I'm in my head, if I muted the game music in Hades, I'm still in there. If I were to mute the music for Doom, you lose the game. You lose part of the game.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Okay, in a way.
Now Hades' soundtrack phenomenal. Doom's it puts the drive behind you to play the game.
You don't gotta tell me,
but
bro.
the thing is, the debacle, the civil war that it's in my head right now is between Final Fantasy, because I know that I've never heard. I feel like if I said a song was bad, Sephiroth would come in real life and stab me to the chest.
Oh,
what I think would happen. So I'm gonna go with Final Fantasy, despite it being chapter 1 of it.
All right, Randall, you're the last one here.
Final Fantasy.
Damn, y'all gonna fucking leave and then dumbass Anthony just picking what he wants to win.
What are you picking?
Ori.
Oh, okay. I haven't heard Ori, so I can't pick it.
Yeah, I've only seen you play a little bit of it. I don't.
Damn it. Well, another one bites the dust. That's a free point that I just lost.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we're wrong. I think maybe it's Doom.
Best art direction.
I can't. I honestly like. Don't get me wrong. Doom has an amazing. Like you feel every time you get into battle. Like oh,
Yes.
you know. And then like Hades, you could still play the game with it muted. I ended up like just playing music and things in the background. Don't get me. I love listening to them talk, but the music was not like something that was amazing.
Oh no,
The
for
Last of Us
me,
Part 2 was whatever. Yeah.
no, for me, Hades hearing these fucking boom, 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 boom. I'm like, yo, who we slaughtering here on my way out of fucking Underworld? You know what I'm saying?
The happiest sound in Hades, like when you put the music on, it makes me think I'm gonna be taken to a diner. Is Charon's theme? The ding, ding, ding.
Oh, that one's good too. Yeah.
That's what I think. I think he's a mobster. Charon is the first mobster to exist.
I mean, he has to do with a lot of money, so he might be. All right, we're gonna move on here, and here we go, Anthony. Another free fucking point. Best art direction: Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, The Last of Us Part 2, and Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
I'm going with my Hort on this one.
So what I
Double
will.
Hades.
Ghost of Rima.
Oh, so we have splits here. So Kelsey, what are you picking? Because it looks like we're all picking different things.
Hang on.
Was that is that all your wants and likes, or
Yes.
prediction, like wants or predictions?
Both.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna. I thought everyone's gonna go for like one thing.
What do you think
Randall
everyone's gonna go for?
I thought y'all were gonna go for either Hades or Final Fantasy, because like Final Fantasy looks fantastic.
Yeah, but what's unique about that? It's just, hey, let's make it look pretty, like realistic.
It's just the art direction they went from making it like mostly just 2D backgrounds from the original.
Have
and
you seen Ghost of Tsushima?
so Brian's going Hades, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And just a side
Randall.
note, if you haven't
I
seen
mean, everything I've
Ghost of
heard about
Tsushima,
Ghost of Tsushima, the only good-looking thing in that game is the horse.
yeah,
What? Okay.
So Kelsey, we're literally all picking different things. I think. What are you? Unless you're picking Hades as well.
I think I'm gonna go with Hades because it's the only. Well, Hades and Ori are the only two things in there that are like different.
Yes.
You know, like Ghost. Don't get me wrong. Ghost of Tsushima looks pretty. Last of Us 2 or Last of Us Part 2 looks pretty. Final Fantasy looks pretty, but they're all very similar in art style.
It's
you know,
they're chasing the realism. So
yeah. Whereas Hades and Ori offer at least something different, and Hades, to me, is the most different, and I like that one the best.
come on, Ori, please. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna be crying over the fucking Game Awards every time I just did not get the right one because my dumbass is like Ori.
This is such bull.
So we got best narrative. Next. I know who Randall's not voting for, but 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim, Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm really like, I haven't played it, but I don't know why this is on here if it's incomplete. You know that makes sense?
best chapter of a narrative.
Unless that chapter has an arc that starts and ends. I haven't played it, so I don't know. But Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, and The Last of Us Part 2.
Double Hades.
I'm going to go the same route. Because as much as I love Ghost of Tsushima's story, I've kind of seen that before in a way.
Have you?
Yeah.
For what?
The Ghost of like, oh, we're here to just defend our country.
I mean, Sekiro.
Like each character has like their own nice little arc, but
it's also like a family feud too, man.
that's also true. I guess it has layers of, but with Hades, it's like it's unraveling. It's like unraveling the layers slowly but slowly as you get better and better through the game. As you're growing as a warrior, you're learning more and more through the amount of attempts you go. Like every attempt, when you come back, something's new. They're telling you something new, or you're getting to know a specific character with more dialogue with it. I don't know. It's the way they're doing it is like you're not wasting time. Even if you have like a really bad run, by the time you get back, someone has a new conversation with you. You can have a new interaction with someone. Maybe someone new appears that you can talk to. Like, it's all the way it's done. It seems like it's placed specifically, you know. So I'm gonna go with Bryant with that. I want Hades to win, and I think it's gonna win. What about you, Kelsey?
That he vomited.
It's because there's some tough choices here. That's why. Like, it's.
I mean, I love the storyline for Final Fantasy.
Exactly.
7. Like it's amazing. You know, the whole story is about like what happens after death and spirits and life and everything else.
But
I don't know. This is a tough one.
You're holding in the butt, but
Yeah, but I mean, it's they're just retelling a story that's already been told. Hades is doing something similar, just with they're expanding on something that's already been told. You know, with the gods and things.
yes, like the Olympians and the Catholic, or guess I don't know how to pronounce that word.
I think you got it the first
Chthonic or something.
one.
Chthonic
I
gods.
think you got it.
Ghost of Tsushima reminds me a lot of like Neo or Sekiro.
Mm-hmm.
And I really just didn't care for the narrative of The Last of Us Part 2.
It had scenes, but it's just like
Yeah, there were some really good scenes, man. And again, with the motion capture they had, it was all, and the voice acting, like it was all done really well. But overall, it became for me, it was one of those that it overstayed its welcome. Like, I'm like, why are we doing that? Why are we still doing this? If that makes sense.
honestly, I think it's just the Naughty Dog syndrome now. Their newest sequels.
I mean, I'm gonna have to go with Hades because
Okay.
like Hades, every time you can progress more, you learn more. You know, everything that you talk to them about usually provides you something new. Final Fantasy VII doesn't really get into the whole actual narrative until after this first session.
That's unfortunate.
Plus, there's 3 endings technically to Hades. You finally succeed.
Yep.
You have now another goal after you succeed. When you succeed there's another goal after that, and that's the final ending.
Gotcha. Randall, I don't know if you've answered already, but
I think you already know.
Last of Us 2.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Mm-hmm.
You said Last of Us 2.
Is that want and predict, or you just or?
I want Ghost to win, but I think Hades is going to win.
Oh, so you're predicting Hades?
But no, I'm going to go with.
Are you going with what you
I'm
want?
going with Ghost.
Yeah. All right, boys. 2 more. Best game direction.
You already know.
Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, The Last of Us Part 2, Half-Life Alyx.
Double Hades.
So
At this point, I'm pulling on Anthony because I don't give a fuck what I think's gonna win.
I'm going with Hades as well. Like, again, I'm going with Hades, man. It's a great roguelike. Like, they weaved in an addictive narrative to a roguelike. Like, I don't know, with memorable characters that you want to know more and more about. So you have to play the roguelike to continue learning more about them. It all flows together. The gameplay mechanics work together. It feeds into each other. Like I've said, I've titled some of my streams the same way. Every run is progress, regardless of how far. If you get to if you get to Elysium, the final fight. If you came and passed Tartarus, you progress somehow. In a way that's just rewarding. Like that to me is like on there. Randall, what do you think in his best game direction?
Ghost.
Damn, that he said all in Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Is that want and predict, or just want and you're voting for wanting?
I'm gonna go with both.
Oh, okay. How about you, Kelsey? Look at him. He's turning those wheels again. He's like, fuck.
I'm gonna go with Ghost this time.
Oh, okay. As want and predict, or which one do you want to win?
I don't really have a want in this.
Okay. All right, boys. The big one. with 6 nominations. Game of the Year, Animal Crossing: New Horizons, Doom Eternal, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, and The Last of Us Part 2.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Damn, Instalock, want and predict?
Yep.
Oh shit. Now this is tearing me apart.
Mm-hmm.
There's, as much as I know Janice, if she ever watches this, she's gonna kill me. It's Doom Eternal and Hades. When I'm telling you gameplay is king, those two have it. A lot of it.
Actually,
Yeah.
I have to agree with you on that. I want Ghost to win, and that's my decision. But I think Animal Crossing is probably going to win.
You think, but do you want to vote for Animal
No, I
Crossing?
still want to go vote for Ghost.
Okay.
But I think Animal Crossing is going to win.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm voting for wanting here.
Yep.
What I'm thinking is going to win, I'm agreeing with him. I think it's either Animal Crossing. I think it has to be Animal Crossing. It has to be. Like the sensation that was Animal Crossing during the pandemic. As soon as it started, it was everyone was getting Animal Crossing, sharing their fucking little me's, whatever, making like the patterns and stuff. That's probably gonna win. What I want to win, and that's what I'm voting. Doom Eternal and Hades are having a civil war right here, right now. When I'm telling you, gameplay is king, and Hades I play all the time. Sometimes off stream, I've something. If I need something to waste time, on stream.
Sorry.
I thought he vomited for real, bro. I thought he was like, I'm like, all right, well.
I belched.
And then Doom Eternal, I didn't go back to it yet because I do have to play the Ancient of the Gods, but fuck, that you don't fuck around with Doom Eternal. That is from almost the beginning of the game. It's just nonstop action, platforming, finding secrets, killing the different enemies in different ways. Like the speed, it's just there. And Hades, it's procedurally generated, so every time you have a run, it's different.
I mean, not to mention both of them. Hades a little more so, but both of them have challenge levels.
Yeah,
Like you have the Ultra Nightmare, and then Hades you get to.
like tweak the thing.
Packs
You
of
can, yeah,
punishment.
the packs of punishment, where that changes your gameplay drastically. I'm going with Hades. I want it to win, but I think Animal Crossing is going to win, but I'm still voting Hades. Brian, you said both Hades, right?
I think Animal Crossing is gonna win, but
Oh.
this is the ship that I'm gonna die on. I'm gonna go with Hades.
Right here. Me and you, we'll fucking drown. All right, Kelsey, you're up. Last one.
Doom Eternal.
Doom Eternal. Want and predict?
Yeah.
Let's go. We're sticking with our hearts here. We're playing with the Yu-Gi-Oh, right? For the heart of the cards.
Yugi boy.
That is it for this predictions. We will tally it up. By we, I mean I'll tally it up, and then when I watch it, and then do we even have? Yeah. So the podcast where we're doing our top 10s will have the predictions as well, because it's the 15th. So yeah, so for the last podcast of the year, we're gonna have our top 10s, and we'll have the winner of this prediction. Because it happens on the 10th, and our last podcast for the year is the 15th.
I always assume I'm just dog shit at this.
Yeah, this year I know because I looked at this list. I'm like, I know who I'm gonna win, and then every time I see Ori on there, I'm like, fuck, it has to.
I can't shake the bias with Hades. Before I could, but like with the other years of the other games, but this isn't something I can.
That's same with me with the bias. Ori is just there's love and magic and stuff built into that game, dude. From the platforming puzzles to like the score, the art design, like it looks and runs and feels great. Anyway, but that's our predictions. That's nothing else for us this week releasing. I didn't look up anything. I'm not gonna lie. So I had the prediction. I knew that was gonna take a while, so I didn't bother. Some stuff's releasing this week. What it is, no idea. And then we'll just
I
end
don't
it.
see anything in here that's like.
Noteworthy.
Open up music.
Yeah.
Open up music. We have Billy Joel.
Miley Cyrus.
Oh, okay.
Age of Rust.
What's
Age of Rust, I think, is supposed to be a really good shooter.
Oh, okay. I might check that out then. Miley Cyrus is coming out with an album. Smashing Pumpkins. I didn't know they were still together. Volvo D? Oh no, Voivod. Voivod? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. Jen Grant, Jahari Masamba Unit, Hatebreed, and Billy Joe Armstrong releasing albums this week. And then for movies, who fucking knows? On the upside, Tenet and I think Wonder Woman 84 are coming out in December sometime. So unfortunately, they won't be making my top 10s because we're way too late. Sorry. And that's it for me. For the notable releases, anyway. Unless you got
also, Chronos, Before the Ashes is also coming out.
I don't know what that is.
It's an app. It's an RPG. By what was it? Fuck is it? Gunfire Games, and published by THQ Nordic.
I'm sorry.
You heard me.
Hey man, you got one, so you can't talk.
Get home.
He said, "Get help."
Chronos, Before the Ashes looks pretty cool.
What was the other one? Age of Rust.
Age of Rust, yeah.
Okay, I might check that out. I'm gonna look at the trailer, see what that looks like. Randall, what are you doing this week since you're off?
Trying to get a PS5.
Ooh, that's the game. That's the game plan, boys. We'll see what happens. We'll report back next week.
Doesn't look like it's going good though, because I just found out that Walmart is only selling disc versions.
Get a disc
Just
then.
get a disc one then, dude. I might just have to like cave and get a disc one too.
It's back. It's back up on their website.
What, the digital?
It shows. Yeah. If you refresh, it shows that the
Don't lie to me.
I just
I'm checking
refreshed
right
it.
now, Kelsey.
Yeah,
Is it
like,
also-
I could take a
Kelsey,
fucking
do not lie to
screenshot.
me, man. I cannot deal with
I
this. I'm
refreshed
already
when you said
emotionally
it might
unstable.
be only doing the disc version, and it said this is unavailable. And I just refreshed again, and it's back.
I don't know. He said fucking Remnant's foreplay.
I don't see it. I only see this. I don't see digital.
All right, well, we gotta move on, man. I'm not here to. We gotta end the show real quick. Brian, what you doing this week?
I don't know. I'm here, aren't I?
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
I don't know
it
what
is
we're
here.
doing.
Okay. All right. It is here.
So, Kelsey, what are you doing this week? Besides trying to be proven wrong for whatever reason, like you're not looking at the website.
I'm flying up to Columbus to see Adam.
Nice.
So we'll be there from tomorrow night until Sunday,
Nice.
and then after that, I'm not really sure.
Okay. Well, have fun there. You guys both have a good Thanksgiving. What happened,
Are
bro?
we playing something tomorrow?
Okay, so what am I doing this week?
You're sweaty, dude. What's going on, Jack?
I'm sweating. It's hot in here, bro, and I'm right next to the
Dude.
computer.
When I go to the gym, when I go to Krav and things, I'll just be like standing there, just dripping sweat. You know,
Yo, talk about it.
it.
Talk
like-
about it.
I don't know what it is, but every time I go there, I'm just fucking soaked.
This room starts off cool, and I think since my computer's like right next to me, that
You also have
warms
three
me
big
up.
bodies in there.
That's also
Like,
true.
Humans generate a lot of heat. I can't shut my door for very long without like turning on the fan or something, and I had to move my Plex server into another room because I just couldn't take how hot it got in here.
Yeah, like mine. It's getting hot in here, so I might have to just like start using the fan, and hopefully the noise suppression AI shit that Nvidia has can take care of that, because I'm drenched right now.
Since you brought up GPUs, so you
Did he just try to hijack the ending of this podcast for Nvidia talk?
you brought it up. You just brought it up. So
Okay,
I
but
felt
can
like
I-
it was a perfect time to bring it up.
Okay, go for it, man. And please speak into the mic.
So you strongly feel like even though AMD has come out with these new the 6000 series, you still feel like the 3000 series for Nvidia is better?
It's not that it's better, it's that they currently have tech that I like. AMD's working on their own versions of like DLSS, but it's going to be open source. Like they're going to use Microsoft's machine learning stuff, so then it won't be only AMD that can use it. Like even Nvidia, it'll be open source for both GPUs. AMD always makes tech that both GPUs can do, where Nvidia's making stuff that only they can do. to sell more cards, obviously. But when AMD releases their stuff, like the same way that they can reconstruct the AI stuff for super, like going from 1080p to 4K with AI reconstruction, they're working on that apparently. But with the machine learning tech that Microsoft's been providing. So when they get that set up and now it's more universal, then I could probably recommend that more. But NVIDIA's already been out here with their Tensor cores, which is the AI stuff, doing stuff already that's like, oh shit, there's dope. The NVIDIA broadcast stuff helps a lot. Like the noise reduction stuff, the putting in like a fake background to detect like a fake green screen, that works pretty well. DLSS, the ray tracing stuff, DLSS I love. That's the kind of stuff that I'm like, oh, you're somewhat doing new rendering techniques in that way. Like reconstructing an image from 540p to fucking 1080, that's fantastic. And looking as good as it does. It's not the same, obviously, because it's still reconstruction. But sometimes it just looks so good that you're like, oh, that's nothing to be like, oh, it's just trash software. Like, so there's examples of it looks really good.
So your money is on NVIDIA.
Mostly because that's the stuff that I like. Instead of just pushing resolution size, I like more rendering techniques, using newer things to more features, more stuff than, oh, we can go to 4K now. That's like, oh, why are you getting this car over the other? That one has 900 horsepower. Okay. But can I like let go of my hand and my car drives by itself? That to me is a better impression. And then, oh, it goes faster. Okay.
I think it all really depends on what you want to do with it.
Exactly.
Like Anthony obviously has his views on it.
Yes.
I think if you want the most bang for your buck,
It's going to be
AMD is
AMD.
probably the way to go.
Yep.
You know, it's cheaper. It performs just as well for the most part as NVIDIA does.
Yep.
With everything that's coming out. Not to mention they are working on tech that NVIDIA already has, but the amount that you save on the AMD chips, you can't really argue with it.
Yep.
You know, when you're
For
paying
facts.
$500 for an AMD card versus $1,000 or more for the NVIDIA stuff, if you're not actively using everything that you know that he's describing, why are you spending the $1,000? Like, why not
Facts.
just get the AMD chip? You know, if you're literally just wanting to play something in like kind of the best resolution you can, AMD is probably the way to go right now.
So that's what I'm saying. It depends on what you're going to use. What is your use case? And then see what the numbers are higher, man. For me, it's a feature thing. And once AMD's there with it, cool.
Get to him just buying both.
Me? Oh, him?
What did you say?
They cut to you buying both of them because you just can't make a decision on which one.
No, if that was the case, I wouldn't even be having this conversation. I would just get both of them.
Shoot. Okay. What are we talking about?
So what are you doing, Anthony?
Oh, that's what we're talking about. I don't know. Tomorrow, me and Brian will probably try to do some co-op stuff. Unless Kelsey, can you play Remnant tomorrow? No, you're out. I'm sorry.
I'm out. I'll be on a plane.
So
On Stadia.
they don't have Remnant on Stadia.
I said too
Not
much.
to mention I can't play from the plane.
With that kind of attitude.
No,
No,
it's
their
not-
internet is
there's-
fucking terrible.
Yeah, like what do you?
With that kind of attitude.
All right, we're moving on. So we'll probably do some co-op thing tomorrow. What it is, I don't know specifically.
Say that.
I'll probably be recording offline an unboxing of some sort if my system gets here.
Are you gonna do live or are you gonna do pre-recorded?
I know he did not just ask that 2 seconds after what I just said.
What'd you say? All I heard was
Are
say
you doing
was gonna
live or
do an
pre-recorded?
unboxing.
Yeah, I said I'm going to record offline,
Oh, okay,
An
I
unboxing.
didn't hear the offline.
and then you had the audacity to just say, "So you're gonna stream that or record it?" I thought you were fucking with me,
nah,
and I saw your eyes, and you're like, "No, here's a genuine question."
No, I didn't hear you say offline.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do this on stream. Probably just record it offline and be like, "Hey, here's this," and then like make the most.
that.
Yeah, and then I can edit in later.
It should make it funny.
So, all right, so this is what you're going to do, all right?
Not let me end this. And then Thursday is Turkey Day, so I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming anything. Probably just gonna be eating and watching movies or something, or Valhalla. So, or Miles Morales, because I still need to start that. I was going to record some over this weekend, but then I had a little coaxial cable project I was working on, and then
I should have brought my PS5 and I can stream me getting fucking upset at a stupid ass Tower Knight piece of shit.
oh, that's also true. And then that's it for the week. We'll be back Monday I maybe be watching the rest of Dragon Ball Super on Saturday morning. You missed it last week, Kelsey, so I don't know if I mentioned it, but I don't know if you were going to show, but this week we're probably doing the same thing.
I probably won't be able to make it this week.
That's fine. I don't think we're going to finish it on, well, we'll see. Anywho, that's all we have planned. You guys have a fantastic Turkey Day. Enjoy Black Friday. Get some good deals if you can, if you're out there shopping. If not, just sit back and watch the world explode for deals.
If you don't want to go out there and lust for things you don't have because they're cheap, just look from within and enjoy what you do have on Thanksgiving.
Word from the wise.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm really upset that a lot of the Black Friday deals are all gonna be online. I've been training all year to be throwing little grandmas around.
Just fuck off.
Especially
Put that
since
money on
Randall
the
wants me to
table.
commit violence against people.
Absolutely.
I did
Like-
not say that.
Absolutely.
He condoned all the violence.
There are some stores that still do in store sales, so it's just maybe not like the game stuff, but other stuff you go in store and buy.
But you told
but it's
him
not
that
the
I
same
did
if I
not
can't
tell
be-
him that.
It's not the same if I can't be, throwing little ladies around for you, Randall.
in your
Like,
name.
it just-
Yeah, like it's
I mean, if you feel compelled to quench this bloodthirst,
No,
then
this is not a compel. This is not being
think-
compelled. This
no,
is you
we
asking me
I have
to.
proof right here on my phone.
I think GameStop, whatever. I
Do
think
you actually have the
GameStop-
proof on your phone? Did you
No,
find
it's,
it?
it's a dog.
I think GameStop is on in store. Is it? Did you say Friday they're doing in stores?
Yeah, I think it's Friday at GameStop. They're doing it at the stores. If you wanted to take out some grandmothers, it'll be there.
Just make sure to blast like fucking what's it called?
Today, Brian.
Doom.
Blast some fucking some Doom or some Linkin Park to say you're moshing. Like use some kind of defense.
Even like a legal defense is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Legal offense too, just hit him with a law book.
So that's it. Episode 119 in the books. You guys have a fantastic Turkey Day, as I said, and we'll be back next week. Bye.